Okay, you're going live?
We're good.
Move that wire real quick.
All right. So I don't know if we're live right now, guys, or not. Jay, our obviously camera guy and everything like that, is not here today.
Hello.
So my buddy Rob is in, and we're having a little bit of issues as always. It's never as easy as you think it is, that's for sure. So I am going to try to see if.
Yeah, there's a reason why not everybody does this.
Yeah, it's and it is actually going. So I mean, we're good. So we should be live.
What are you doing?
All right. So I tell you what. All right. So always fun, guys. Always fun, guys. Let me know in the chat. Go ahead.
Okay.
That was his
No, that was
phone.
my phone. That was my phone.
Okay.
All right, guys. So, hey, welcome to checking in. I think everything is good. I think we're ready to go. Again, like Noah said, doing live podcasting the way we're doing it with multiple camera angles, streaming everything. It's very difficult.
Anything just easy.
Yeah, go closer to the mic, Laura, please.
Always has to be
Yeah. So
hard.
so yeah, it's a little stressful, and I'll be honest with you, I'm a little stressed out today, anyways. To be totally honest with you,
You usually are, honestly.
well, more so than ever today, to be honest with you. So so should I just go ahead and tell people? And everyone, it's working. Everything is good. We can hear you. That's great. Yep, perfect, excellent. So,
Awesome.
So we'll keep that going and stuff like that. So let me just start by saying that we're not even supposed to be here.
Yeah, like I don't know why I'm seeing you two right now.
Yeah, we're not
I
supposed to
wonder
be here.
why.
And this leads to my stress
Oh,
and my anxiety
his
today.
fault.
Yeah.
Oh, it's totally my fault. It's
Okay.
totally my fault. So basically what the deal is, guys, you guys may not know this. You guys know this, but
Yes.
the watchers and listeners don't know this, is that
Exactly.
we purposely worked really hard to vlog a handful of days out, right? So extra days, because, and there was a couple reasons for that. Number one was the fact that we were building the Reptarium expansion and we wanted to make sure that we were crushing it, you know. And,
had some leeway.
yeah, just in case something went wrong, something like that.
Yeah.
But probably more importantly, quite frankly,
Definitely more.
yeah, definitely more importantly, is Lori and myself have been going nonstop for
Yeah.
literally a year. I mean, like without a break, it just
Yeah.
crushing everything. And this latest build, obviously, we knew was gonna be pretty rough. And so we decided that we wanted to take a little vacation.
Yeah.
A few days we could get back just before the grand opening and hopefully, be refreshed and feel great. So we were actually supposed to be leaving Monday for Tuesday, whatever day. I am so crazily out of my mind right now, just with so many things in my head. So we were going to leave Tuesday for Mexico.
Mexico.
Yeah.
Mexicana.
Mexico.
You know what I
the
mean.
Riviera Maya, so the Yucatan Peninsula. And we were excited. So really, I mean, there was a lot. I mean, we've really been killing ourselves for the last couple weeks with the Reptarium expansion, and which is coming along great. But it was, I mean, I think as you guys can see, I'm mentally drained. I'm mentally drained. I'm physically drained. Lori, everyone around is very strained. But regardless,
I feel great.
You feel good. Yeah.
I'm young. I got that young soul.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Vibrant, energetic.
Good.
Yeah.
I'll
Well, I
give you my
normally do
list.
that. I normally do that. And I did notice real quick, Ari gave us $5. So thank you. Good evening from Orlando. It's all good. In the end, Brian, don't be stressed out. I agree with you, but it's harder to do it. So anyway, let me tell you the story.
Yes.
So Monday we come to work. We, a lot going on, and obviously leaving for several days, and it with the live animal business, we have a great crew of people, but it's still stressful because you never know. For whatever reason, it seems like everything goes wrong when we're gone. I don't know why.
No,
that
yeah,
is.
that is true.
Yeah,
No,
every
that
time.
is true.
Right, yeah. It just, things that don't happen when we're here happen when we're gone.
Will happen.
Will happen. But it's not
Every
today,
time.
not this time. So
Right.
we work all day, we leave, we go home, we pack.
Remember, this is Monday.
This is
and
Monday.
You guys leave on Tuesday.
We leave on Tuesday, yesterday. We leave yesterday.
Now you're making it confusing.
Yeah, I know, we're making it. So we leave Tuesday. So
Just
Lori, are you following along on this or no? You just started drinking wine 10 minutes
I
ago.
know.
not the
You can't-
wine.
It's not the wine because
It's my storytelling.
Right.
Okay, yeah.
a little bit. Just
I'm like Noah. Yeah, I'm
deep
like Noah
breaths.
today.
Deep breaths.
I know. Like I said, I really am. I mean, you're seeing me at my most stressed stage right now for sure. So, anyways, 9
Yes.
o'clock at night,
9 o'clock.
Monday night. We leave in exactly 11 hours.
Exactly.
11 hours we leave for Mexico. Lori's, got all her packing done. I've got my packing done. Basically it's like, okay, now we can just chill out.
Yes.
It's over. Vacation right now.
Time.
Lori comes up to me and says, Brian, is this your passport? Mm-hmm. And of course, what did I say? Yes, it was my passport.
Yes, dear. That is my passport. Why are you asking this silly question?
Well, I was confused because when he grabbed them, obviously we have a couple because we've renewed them. So there was old and new. And when you grabbed them out, you said, "Oh yeah, double check to make sure they're the good ones."
Yeah.
And so at that point, you had them on the dresser, and then I was like, "Okay, I'm gonna put these in my purse." And when I opened yours to look, I didn't have my glasses on, and I'm like, what does
Something
this
doesn't
date
seem
say?
right here.
What does this date say?
Oh,
Because
So the moral of the story is the date was my passport was expired.
2019.
I thought it was
Literally.
2020.
And this is 2020.
I thought it was 2020 that it expired. I knew that after this trip, because I have a lot of international travel potential this year, I knew I had to renew my passport. But I figured I've got time. I've got till September of 2020. Turns out it was September of 2019.
Yes.
So as you can imagine, panic ensued.
Do you want to? Can I tell him my perspective?
Yeah, let's do this.
Please do.
So, long day of work, guys, literally. And I just kind of got done. Like I said, it was around 9 o'clock. Just got done maybe an hour or two before. So, I'm upstairs in my room, just chilling. I think I was playing some Xbox. If I'm not mistaken, I was playing NBA 2K. And again, 9 o'clock, things are winding down. I'm about to get ready for bed pretty soon. They are too. Very peaceful in the house. Very peaceful.
Very peaceful.
The mood was happy. Oh my God, we're going on vacation. That's the mood.
yeah.
I'm
That
not
was the
going on
mood?
vacation, but they are.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're like, oh, we're going on vacation. Finally, we're done. All of a sudden, I hear a bang, loud bang, and I'm like,
It was a pillow.
right. But it was a loud bang.
It was a
And
heavy
the first thing that I thought to myself was, intruder. I'm going to peek around the corner, see if I need to grab the shoddy. That's what I was thinking.
Oh boy.
I peek around the
All right,
corner,
good to know.
no intruder, just my dad. And I was just like really
Just
confused.
Your dad losing his shit.
Yeah, and I was really confused. So I walked down there and I'm just trying to observe. I'm like, okay, why this rambunctious, right?
Rambunctious.
And
Is that a word?
Phoebe's on the couch,
yeah,
just
it's
shaking like a leaf.
Exactly. And you come over, I'm like, what's up? Like, what's the problem? And you say, my passport's expired.
I think I might have dropped the F-bomb at that point too. I
maybe.
think it might have been that too.
But and I just was like this.
Like, oh shit.
And I didn't even talk for a minute or two. I was just like, oh my God.
Yeah.
How did
How
this
does this
happen?
happen? Exactly.
How did this happen?
So after, obviously the first response is freak out.
Yeah.
And by the way, Heavenly Knees, I always love that name. I always look forward to the podcast. Just wanted to say I found a few more pics of the band. She's the one that found the cemetery pic.
Yeah.
Please send them to me. It's crazy. And for those of you guys that haven't seen it, it was on Noah and
the
Eric's
last podcast.
Oh, did you share?
Yeah, we
Yeah, they
showed it.
shared them. So it was some pictures of me back when I was, I don't know, 16, 17. Getting back to the story.
One thing I will say is, though, I was impressed with you because of the freak out was a small amount of time.
Yeah, I mean,
and you got right on to working to fix the
Yeah.
problem.
Well, that was the thing. We went
Shows growth.
Yeah, it was growth. Yeah,
It's true.
freak out was 5 minutes, maybe I don't even
probably
know,
less.
maybe less.
It was less.
So, but then it was like, so then the next stage was,
How can we fix this?
well, actually, before how we can fix this, which was a very big part. The next stage was, Laura, you're going on vacation without me.
Oh yeah, I remember you
Because
said that.
I thought, well, we already had paid for this all inclusive.
Yeah.
The flights are paid for. There's no way to turn it back.
No
You know,
way.
I mean, we're done. You know, I mean, we're
Yeah.
we're gong show. And I thought, well, rather than losing all the money and both of us being miserable, go on vacation, Laura. You be happy, and I'll stay
Yeah.
here. Well, seriously, I mean, I was like,
How happy would you be if the roles were reversed?
I would go in a heartbeat. No,
You're a
I would. No,
liar.
I would never
and
go
even
there.
if you did, you can't be happy
No.
if you even did it. Because
No, but I could
knowing,
see.
you
No,
know
but
what I mean?
right.
Yeah.
But I mean, I could see you going and just chilling out for a few days without me, and just being like, oh, I'm going to be on the beach.
It would defeat the whole purpose of the
Well,
trip, though.
it would, but I mean, I would rather
I understood
would
what you
rather
were saying.
her go and have even if it wasn't as good of a time, a
Right.
decent time, than neither of us go.
And waste money for no
Yeah,
reason.
waste all our money and all the time and all that stuff. So
Exactly.
anyways, so then the next part was problem solving. And that's what we do, right? We problem solve. So we try to
So
problem.
much.
Yeah, every minute of every day is
I don't
problem
understand.
solving. So the first thing I did was called Delta.
Life.
First thing I did was call Delta, who we're flying on, and said,
And canceled your flight.
well,
That's
I
what
did
you
cancel my flight. I did cancel
'Cause
my
that
flight.
was you were still.
Yeah, I was still upset. Yeah. So ultimately, I said, "Is there
and
any way I
told
can
me
go?"
to call my mom
I
and
did
tell
tell-
her to buy a ticket.
I did tell. Right. I thought you might as well go with
And
your
I'm like, I'm
mom.
going to Mexico with my mom.
Well, I thought it was better than you going alone, and I thought it was better than neither of us going.
And then you looked at the cost and you're like, oh shit, it's $1,200.
yeah, there's no way she was going to pay
But when I told
$1,200.
Jade the story on Tuesday, she goes, why didn't you call me? I would have made it work.
Yeah, Jade would have probably
I know,
done that.
and
so.
it's the craziest part is those are two harder solutions when I'm right here. You could just
Well, I was
Like,
thinking,
passport
it's so
too.
funny you say that because I was thinking that the next day. I'm like, why did we think of your mom and not think of Noah?
We didn't
Yeah.
think
He's
of
got a
anything.
passport and
You
he's right
did.
upstairs.
I know, I'm
You
right up
did.
there. I
You were
thought
just
about it. I'm not gonna
throwing-
lie. I was like, ooh, I might be going on to Mexico. I've never been. That was a thought in my mind. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh my gosh. So regardless, called
Sorry.
them and I said, is there any way that I can get a passport in the morning? And they of course said, no, there's just no way. It's impossible.
Well, first, your thing was, is there any way I can go with an expired
Yeah, right.
passport? He did.
Well,
He
listen,
did.
it's Mexico, right?
And
I
what
mean,
did they say?
well, what they said is the only thing that would be waiting for you if you get on the plane is a plane ride back to the to America.
Okay.
So we knew that wasn't going to go on. By the way, just really quick, I think I might have missed a couple super chats. I'm going to try to go back, but thank you so much for that. Ellen, thank you so much. Normally missed a live chat. I'm happy you're here.
Hey,
thank you
thank
so
you,
much. Thank you
Ellen.
so much. I am
Ellen.
Hudson. Love you guys and your crew. Truly inspiring. I wish you were in the UK. We got to make it over to the
I
UK.
love the
We got to
UK.
make it over. And then of course, Carla, thank you so much. From my big boy Chewy, Coastal Carpet from BHB. She's always great. She supports us
Thank
all the
you.
time. So thank you so much, Carla, and thank you everyone on the chat and super chat.
I love the UK.
So-
just,
yeah.
just as I know, I love it. Fish and chips are great. People are great. There's even a smell there. You go there, and
smell.
no, there is.
Yeah.
There's a smell
It's a
everywhere.
yeah.
No. You go there and you're outside and you breathe it in, and you're just like, this is Europe.
Ah, the
Like it's
But
like
is it a
Motherland.
good smell?
no, it's like a nostalgia. Well,
Nostalgic smell.
it's like a nostalgia.
Well,
yeah.
some people in Europe are known for not showering. So
No, but I don't know.
I'm
It's
sorry, my European friends.
Great,
I love you.
great community. I love it there. I really want to go back this year. I love
Yeah.
it. It's awesome.
Well, we should go back and do a little bar check tour down there. So regardless,
Yes.
wrap this story up.
Yep.
So basically, ultimately, you can't go to Mexico. The thing is even in Canada, seriously, in Canada,
Yeah.
you can. I know people that have gone without enhanced license or passports.
Really?
And they just basically BS their way in and out. I don't know how that happened. So
It's
I thought
a
there
little
was a
bit
chance.
different for us because we border that.
Yeah,
we
And
border that,
Canada
yeah.
is way different than Mexico. U.S. doesn't give Canadians
Yeah, this is
as hard of a time
Yeah, this
going
is-
back and forth.
this is the
as they
Canadian
do.
border.
right?
You're like, hey, how's it going, eh?
How's it
You're
going,
like,
eh?
oh, my passport's expired. No problem.
have
Just
a
go
good
right
time.
through the border.
It was a little bit of mix of Canadian and Mexican.
Irish.
I think that was
a little
Irish.
Irish.
That was
It
Irish.
was a
That
little
was Irish.
Irish.
So regardless, the next call was to Cheap. Can I give him a shout out? Cheap Caribbean. Thank you so much for helping us out. That's where we booked the trip from. That's where we always book when we go down there. And called them. And there's this weird thing where the resorts don't allow you to cancel within 7 days.
Makes sense, by
Right.
the way.
Well, right. No, well, the biggest issue is not, they don't want to lose money, but
Yeah.
also they don't want you to say you're paying $5,000 for a week
Right.
and it went on sale for $4,000. They don't want you to cancel your $5,000 and book the $4,000.
Yeah.
So it's a price hopping thing. So they were like, no, we can't do that. And we've stayed at this resort 2 years ago, or the last 2 years, and we would like it a tremendous amount. So the person from Cheap Caribbean just said, hey, you're going to lose 1 day. We can credit you for the other days, but you lose 1 day. And I said, well, can we book the same resort 2 days later? I should be able to get a passport by then, because I did go online, and there is passport department, another shout out to them in Detroit. Unbelievable people. I was able to get my passport within about 8 hours, which is pretty amazing.
That is amazing.
And they were great.
And it wasn't even that much.
No, and it wasn't even that much. And they were great people at the Detroit
I thought it was
passport.
going to be $500+ easy.
No, it was super good. They were amazing. They were so helpful. But regardless, so I knew I could. Online it said I could get my passport tomorrow. So I just wanted to push it till Thursday, and the resort said no way. So then of course, Cheap Caribbean came back and said, well, we'll just have to cancel your trip. And I said, well, can we just cancel that resort and book another resort? And they said, well, you're still going to lose the money. I said, well, I would rather lose one day than lose the entire thing, right? It makes sense.
Yeah.
So they were able to look online, and they did find another resort that hopefully will be good. I mean, it looked
really good online.
It looked good.
I'm sure.
To see the pictures. Listen,
most resorts are going to be great.
The room looked nice,
you know?
And it had a beautiful beach. Tick, tick.
Free
that's
drinks.
all that matters for me.
No,
well, yeah,
Lord,
that's all inclusive.
just a little hard. I can't hear you. Okay.
Sorry.
But yeah, so anyways, so we rebooked it, and then Delta, of course, shout out to Delta. They hooked us up too. Even though I canceled my flight, they were able to give me the flight again on Thursday, and Lori didn't charge us anything extra for it.
Wow,
so
that's great.
It was super cool that Delta did that. So it all worked out.
Thankfully.
So here we are, Wednesday.
Yeah. Leaving tomorrow, right?
Leaving tomorrow.
That's awesome.
But we aren't going to miss any days on the podcast. That was the whole point of vlogging out. It was so that we could get those days, still show everything that we've been doing, but not, miss anything. And we get a little bit of a break, which is pretty important for us because I'm pretty fried right now. I'm not going to lie to you. Anyone that's been watching knows that. How do you pronounce that? It's Ayrton. It's Ayrton. Love you guys. Been watching since day one. Great to see the growth of the channel and the Reptarian for sure. Love the positivity you bring. Keep up the great work. Live in London. Hope to visit soon. Awesome.
Thanks for watching, mate.
Yeah, thank you, mate. Bloody hell. No, that's Australian.
I think they say it there too.
Oh, okay. All right.
I
Cool.
believe so.
Yeah. So anyway, so that's my saga to start the day. I'm going to try to enjoy the rest of this day.
You know,
Sarah Biatch. Look at that.
what's
Sarah,
up, biatch?
What's up, Biatch?
Thank you for the 22 knocks.
Yeah.
What is a knock?
I don't know.
I don't know. That's yeah. Who
Thanks
knows
for
what that is.
watching. Hope you have a blessed day.
So that's
night.
why I'm stressed out, and I'm still stressed. I don't know. I mean, it's all working out now, but I'm really keyed up today.
I know you are.
I'm normally a lot more chill, and today I'm just. I don't know, man. I'm just flipping out of here today.
I know. You just need to.
I wish I drank, because if I drank, I'd be
that
good.
one thing. The monk dude. Ajimori.
Oh, Sadhguru.
Oh, Sadhguru. Yeah. You just
Sadhguru.
gotta freaking breathe, man.
I have been doing
calm
meditation the
down.
last couple days, but
You know what I mean?
I think that after, we don't have much to do after this. Once the podcast is over, we just have to kind of button things up, and then maybe it'll start to hit. And the other thing is, of course, I'm not a fan of this. Is so you know what I'm going to talk about.
Yeah.
I don't
think
like.
so.
I don't personally like flying, although I've flown around the world many times, and I've flown. As a matter of fact, Jay and I did like a rude calculation of and this was really because this wasn't all the little flights in country. It was just like Australia, Africa, Japan, Southeast Asia, all over the place.
How much you've flown.
Yeah, I could have flown to the moon and back twice. That's how many times how much miles in the air I've flown.
How much you've driven?
I've probably driven more than that.
Exactly.
Yeah, I've driven more than that.
Because that's
yeah.
ridiculous.
But regardless,
go to freaking Saturn
So I'm a little
twice.
I'm a little stressed out about the plane ride tomorrow. There's supposed to be some heavy winds and stuff like that, and
Just can't control it, you know.
I know. I just got to get on the plane and not
Gotta
worry
not
about
look
it.
At that stuff.
Where's your
I don't-
fucking stress stone?
I don't. Have, that was chewy.
I
Yeah,
know.
You
stress
need
on
I
that
know,
little
you should.
worry
Yeah.
stone because it would
Just
be
rub
sand.
that shit.
It'd be sand right now.
It would be sand. I wouldn't have fingerprints.
Yeah, it would just.
That's fine, but you wouldn't be stressed.
Yeah, no, I
know.
know. It's so. Anyways, I'll make it through it. But I think
you'll
that
be
I think
fine.
that
You're
once
gonna
we
be
get in the
fine.
air and things are going well, I'm excited about. I'm definitely excited about being in Mexico. It's beautiful down there in the Yucatan,
Yeah.
and we're gonna maybe go on a little Mayan excursion. Possibly, I might go on my own Mayan excursion if Lori doesn't go, but it should be pretty fun.
Mayans,
So that's it.
right? Mayans.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that they invented Quidditch,
What's Quidditch? I don't even know what that is.
the Harry Potter game.
Yeah, well, we talked about
No, we talked about that. It's not Quidditch. It's similar though.
Yeah, that's what
But
I
it-
mean, though.
Right.
Like,
It is, yeah. It was the same kind of premise where
Yeah.
it has the two goals that
but
were
they
similar
played with
circles.
heads.
Well, they
or
actually
something.
played with an 8-pound rubber ball, is what they played with, and then the losers
got their head
cut
Right.
off.
So
and then
dope.
the winners get to make that last goal with the head. That's what
Speaking of
I think that she
kind
made
of
that
brutal,
last part off. Yeah.
kind of brutal fights and stuff like that, head cutting off. It kind of correlates with what I'm about to bring up, which is boxing. This past Saturday, there was a boxing match.
Oh, did you watch it?
I watched the highlights.
Yeah, I saw it after.
I didn't have to. I didn't buy. I don't have a TV. Anyways, and so this guy lost, right?
Yeah.
And he.
Oh, I heard about this.
So Black History Month is February. If you guys don't know, now you know.
Yeah.
Which is this month.
Right.
And so for him celebrating it, he wore this cool costume. It was really cool.
40 pounds, yeah.
He said
pounds.
45.
45
which
pounds.
While he was
if you
boxing,
use
he
my
wore it?
math,
No, on the way in.
Oh,
if you use my math, that's basically 50.
Yeah,
so
sure.
we'll say
closer
50.
to 50. Yeah,
Sure,
it's
yeah.
that rounding
Round up,
math.
yeah.
Exactly. So he said that the reason why he lost the fight was because
so much-
He was so tired.
his legs were exhausted from the 50-pound costume he had to wear for a few minutes while entering the
it
ring.
didn't help.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, but if you lose the fight for that, then you're an
But
idiot.
one thing I was gonna say to just kind of counter that, but I because it's a very interesting topic to me, is that I think it had something to do with it. But A, nobody told you to wear that.
Right.
And B, if you won, it would have never been brought up.
Oh, absolutely not. Yeah. And listen,
It's almost
you
an
know,
excuse.
well, it is. You know, I think it's
Cool
it's
costume, great costume.
yeah, and good
meaning.
Yeah, good meaning. Yeah. He
doesn't
just
everybody
screwed up.
want an excuse when
Well,
you
it's so
lose?
funny because you know.
Right.
I mean,
Yeah.
nobody just loses and it's like.
But you should keep
yeah.
that excuse yourself.
How
though,
much
you know?
do you... Okay, so this is interesting. This is really interesting. So, 45 pounds for a few minutes he had it on. I mean, maybe a little bit longer, but
Yeah,
why
I
would you
know.
have it on longer? How much did Knight's armor weigh?
Oh my gosh, yeah.
And
could
they
you
were
imagine
in that for, I mean, this is speculation. I was never in a battle where I was yielding a long sword and a shield.
No.
But
And all the
how much do you think that weighs? I'm going to look that up.
Well, think about it. Have you ever heard of a knight
Crying about
crying
my
on
legs
Twitter?
are tired.
Never.
Never.
They never tweeted
Well,
once.
Never once.
No,
Never
but that-
once.
Not even
If
once.
if there was
in
Twitter
the-
back then, do you think they would have cried? Maybe
Yeah.
probably.
No, because
Probably.
this is the thing.
This is
no,
bullshit.
The knights all wore that, so that's what they wore. That's what they trained in. That's what they were used to. I
We
mean,
don't know shit
in this
about
guy's
knights.
favor, like it's an excuse. I'm not going to give it to him, and that's not why you lost. But there's a big difference. Boxers don't normally walk in and hang out with an extra 45 pounds on them.
Well, that's
they
up
got
to
a
them.
robe.
Yeah, but they
got a
don't have to.
You know, a
So,
bathrobe.
All right, I'm looking it up right now. How much is a set of... So it's about 60 pounds. So
So
it's
it's about the
even...
same.
It's,
Similar.
it's
But they-
15 pounds more, and they wear it
The
for
whole time.
hours and hours. I mean, maybe a days. I've never been in one of those wars. I don't freaking know.
Yeah, I don't know about days because you probably got to take it off to pee. Or
But how long are the fights?
Yeah,
Right?
I think they go
mean,
for whenever. They go
well,
to, they don't
so
like take a
probably-
break
it
and be
go
like,
to-
hey,
it's
let's until
tag
everyone's
team.
dead.
Like, dude, I got to take a
Yeah,
pee,
this is what they
tap
do.
Me out.
No, I
like,
don't
Yeah,
know
they're
about
like-
that. Not sure.
It's just a random guy in the back with the horn. He's like, dilly dilly, dilly dilly. And everyone's like, oh, Bud Lights are coming,
Right,
guys.
right.
Bud Lights are coming. Chill. And then people just pee and stuff. Maybe that happened. We
Maybe.
don't know because
Yeah.
we weren't there.
That is true.
Yeah,
But I just thought that was interesting.
it is interesting. Yeah, it is interesting. Did you realize that we are
What?
16 days away from the open of the Reptarium expansion?
That's it?
16 days.
What day is it?
It's the 26th.
Sixth.
Yeah, 26th.
Wow.
So 16 days. We've got, but it's
Wait.
coming along pretty well.
16.
16.
I don't know if that's... Oh, wait, you're right.
Yeah, because we opened the 13th.
You're right,
And
you're
it's
right.
at 29 days
Wait, no,
in
no, no.
February.
There's an extra day in
There's
February.
actually, we're leap year.
Remember?
Yeah, so
Wait,
16.
can you write that out on the paper? Is that right, math?
It is right, Matt. The
doesn't
reason I
matter.
know more than anything is
13.
that you
The
figure
13th.
this Friday it'll be 14 days, right?
Well, Sunday is March 1st. So there you go.
Okay. It doesn't matter how you do the math. It's 16 days. It's always going to.
It just doesn't sound right to
It
me.
may not sound right,
So-
but it is. So what we have a.
Carry
I
the
think-
1, drop the R.
Oh my gosh, you guys
Anyways.
are crazy. Just let's say it's 16-ish days, okay?
Yeah,
give or take a day or two.
I'm more comfortable with that.
Okay, let's stay
That's
there.
already close enough.
Yeah. So
It is really close.
I think the thing that I think everything is going to be good, right? I think it's going to.
It's going to be what it's going to be.
Well, I know that, but I'm saying I think that it's going to. Obviously, it's going to be what it's going to be, but
Put it in the universe. It's
I-
going to be good.
I think it's going to be good. The only thing that I think might be a little bit, and I want this to be ready, is the fish spa. I think it could be ready. But it's going to be tight.
Exactly.
It's going to.
It either is or it's not, and we don't have that control.
Yeah,
so.
I mean, the control is just trying to get everything done. So we're getting later this week when we're gone. In a couple days, my buddy Steve Bash, he's going to actually install the fish spas, hook up all the plumbing, all that type of stuff. Then when we come back, we have to make the seat, the backdrop, condition the water to make sure that everything is going well, and then ultimately get the fish, get them in, get them acclimated. Because the last thing I want to do is like put fish in there the day before and have people sticking their feet in there. Now it's an interesting thing too. People talk about the cleanliness, hygiene of it, right?
Yeah.
And so we have like UV sterilizers on it. We have carbon on it. So we basically are killing anything through the filter, right? And actually, interestingly enough.
Fish.
Well, let's hope not the fish. That could happen too. It happens when you kill fish. It's good for your YouTube channel,
right.
Because we had Bowser kill all our fish, and it was one of our better videos.
I mean, I guess we can try, because what other kind of fish that you use?
It's like called Geary or Gira or something like that.
Because if those die, then we can maybe try piranha next.
I talked about that. Piranha fish spa would be great.
That's not real.
No, it's not real. But could you imagine?
You bite your feet off.
Could you imagine? By the way,
Piranhas are
our Miller
scary.
is back. She always supports us a lot. So thank you so much,
Miller.
Galaxy Reptile. I also saw something Gomez Reptiles. I'm so sorry. You guys, that was another one. Thank you guys all for your super chat. I appreciate you guys so much.
That's smart though. Get a pool behind the Reptarium for Elvis to swim in. Only thing is that we live in Michigan.
Yeah. So it's only like 4 months of the year that you could do it. But listen, that goes to another
expansion.
The third expansion.
I agree.
But Lori told me today. Was it today or yesterday that I can't talk about it till 2021?
Oh shit. Well, we just talked about it.
Well, now that we're talking about it, we might as well talk about it.
Well,
I might.
Let's just say what. Okay, I got this, Mom. I got this, Dad.
Okay.
All we're gonna say is the Reptarium. Excuse me. Let me restart. The Reptarium expansion number 3 will cover that base, and then we'll leave it at that.
It will cover,
and we'll leave it at that.
The RJ base, as well as a bunch of other stuff. Sadawikori, I don't know. Greetings from Finland.
Dad.
Finland always has interesting names.
Can you not? It says Shadow Kiro.
Shadow Kiro. I'm so sorry, Shadow Kiro. Logan,
it was the glare.
Logan McCall. No, have you been bitten by a toge gecko? Sarah Rees. Hello, Brian and Noah and Lori. Seriously, enjoy your vacation, guys. You definitely deserve it. I hope everything at the Reptarium works out. Safe travels. Thank you guys.
Have I ever been bitten by a toge?
You've had everyone else get bitten by a toge.
Yeah, I've never got bitten.
Did it, did you?
No, I made it out alive without
that
a bite.
happens a lot in your videos, though.
Shh, don't tell people.
That's like your shtick. You make everyone else get bitten.
I haven't made people get bitten in a while because I've tried to stem away from it.
No, and I think that's good. I think it's a smart idea to stay away from it as much as you can.
You get your fair share of punishments or
that's what, because that's kind of thing. It's always evolving. My channel or what we do, and it was like kind of the thing was like, oh, the consequence, you get bit, but now we're starting to spread out consequences into different things. Thick water, tasing,
gross.
Just
mouse traps.
Just like making it less to do with getting bit. Like I haven't.
I think that's
just.
I just think it's a better thing for everyone, our image and everything else. It's I agree with you. I think it's a good evolution, to be totally honest with you.
And we're always changing. It's so confusing.
Jimmy, he's up in the UP. He gave us $1. Thank you so much. And Smiling Prophet. I just wanted to thank Brian for creating an albino tangerine hunter and milk snake. It's awesome. We love those guys. Soulless honky. I love that one. One more penny, not to scare you. What? One more penny.
667.
Oh, yeah. You need to be on Rogan. He loves animals. But, interestingly enough, I had a friend of mine. I don't know if he still is or not, but he was the booker for Joe Rogan. And he said Joe did not like predators at all, that he was terrified of predators. And he had brought several times about me going on Joe Rogan, even when Joe wasn't huge.
Yeah,
and
this
Joe,
was so long ago.
It was years and years ago.
Are you saying you're a predator?
No, I'm saying the animals.
Part.
The animals, like he didn't like sharks. He doesn't like, things that like crocodiles. He talks about it like he's afraid of all that stuff. interesting enough,
you're not bringing in a fucking shark. Here
Right.
you go, Joe.
How cool would that
Right,
be?
right. Yeah, I think I don't know what the deal was with that, but we tried. I think we tried like 4 or 5 different times.
This is
with
what
Joe.
I'll say.
Yeah.
We're just gonna have to earn it.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
fine. Listen, it's fine. And
We're
actually,
gonna make it so that he wants us on the podcast, not us
and
want
then
to
we
be
tell
on
him no.
No, then
No,
we
Joe.
I would say
then we
no.
say yeah.
Yeah, no, we say yeah. No, actually, I met Joe a few times. Really nice guy, super nice guy. Really down to earth, super good dude. So I would love to be on. And now, my buddy Forrest Galante has been on a couple
he's been
times.
on 2 times.
So maybe the fact that he's had an animal guy on a couple times,
Yeah.
and Forrest is great. He's a friend of mine.
They're good shows.
They're great, but I'm very different than Forrest
yeah,
as well. He's
I know.
he's a scientist and I'm not, and
Yeah, true.
so on like that. So I think that we could bring some pretty cool stuff to Joe's place. But who knows?
Definitely.
That being said, I think we're going to go on a little podcast tour.
Really? What does that mean?
To LA. I want to go and do a bunch of podcasts.
Oh, that'll be awesome.
Obviously, Ari
Manis.
our friend comedian who opens for Theo Von, is going to come here sometime pretty soon.
Really?
Oh
yeah, you're right.
so he's going to be on this one. I'd like to go on his, and then maybe we can get on maybe Theo Von or some of the this past weekend or
That would be
one
cool.
of those, one of the
Something.
King of the Sting, one of those podcasts out there. And then I've also talked to Logan Paul. That's a pretty good possibility to get on Impulsive if possible. And then there's a few others that we've been talking with as well. So I want to go on a little podcast tour. So
Make sure to pack your deodorant
why is that?
so you don't smell bad.
Well then,
Is that a problem?
no, I want to leave a
Can be.
yeah, especially in a podcast room.
Exactly.
Speaking of that, oh yeah, I could talk about that now too.
Yeah.
Did I don't even know if I told you, Lori. So
Probably not.
Starting
Go.
no, this you know about it, but I don't know that you know the end result. I can't remember if I told you.
It's gonna be great.
Starting
Okay.
not this coming Wednesday, but the
It
following
better
Wednesday.
not have anything to do with the sloth.
No.
No,
No,
not yet.
no.
Not yet.
Continue.
That's the week
That's
after.
the week after.
Continue.
So I not this Wednesday coming up. So 2 weeks from today,
Yes.
every Wednesday at 8 in the morning, I will be on the local morning show for the country, 93.1 in
What?
Detroit. Yeah.
That was
Yes.
not what I was expecting.
You did tell
Yeah.
me that because I asked if I could go sometimes.
Yeah. I knew you knew I was talking to him. I just didn't know if you. So it's going to be Wednesday morning, every Wednesday morning on the country
Wednesday's
station.
Good for me.
That's crazy. I had no clue. I thought you were talking about the podcast
So
room.
did I.
Well, I was
That's what I thought he was
so
going to say
there-
too.
And then he switched it up a whole 180. I was like, what the heck?
Because he did say speaking
Yeah,
of podcasts.
exactly. Yeah.
No, but you know how my mind works. My mind works in circles.
No, I don't.
So this is what I was going to talk to you about because you were talking about smelling in a podcast room.
Yes,
The first time I went, the only time I've been on 93.1, unbelievably, they want me back for a weekly segment. I went on Taz, took a shit inside their room, the radio room.
I
And
remember.
it stunk
Oh, yeah.
so
His
bad.
poop smells so bad.
It was horrible. I mean,
it's
it
all
literally
fruits
like
and-
I was there for like an hour in the
poop.
room. After I left, they had to bring the cleaning crew in and Febreze the hell out of it. So that's
Febreze.
why I thought a stinky,
Covers the multitude. of
on
sins.
Yeah.
the radio /
But also, the same date that you're talking about,
Yeah.
or at least around the same date, is when we're going to be rebuilding our
Yeah.
podcast room. So that's where I thought you were going with that.
And I am excited about that too. So our friend
too.
Stuart.
I hit somebody.
Oh yeah. So Steve Hatt visited back in August, fell in love, let me feed
thank
Lucy
you.
when it was amazing. Oh, cool. That's awesome. I
Hey.
remember that. Now looking to become a first-time snake owner. Suggestions for a newbie: definitely ball python, corn snake, great starter pets. There's some other options. Reach out to us at BHB. Beth is always great at answering questions. 8 to 4 Monday through Thursday. Tell her I sent Monday through Friday. Tell her I sent you. But no, Steve. Seriously, if you have any questions, let us know. You'll love it. Logan, any more merch coming out in the near future? We were just talking about this today.
Yes, we were talking about it. Sorry, I had to take the headphones out. They hurt my ears. Yeah, we need some new merch, A,
Yeah.
because we haven't had some in a while,
Yeah.
and B, I've got like a bunch of cool, crazy designs that I have,
last
and I want to just give to the people and see how they
Yeah,
mess
you
with
showed.
it.
Yeah, you showed me a design today. I really liked.
Yeah.
That's going to be. It's not like your normal Bad Choice
No,
Noah merch.
it's
It's something
like-
completely different, but it's really
Yeah.
super cool. Let me just hit these last couple ones before we get going. Heather Ralston. Did I get the one before that, Rob? I'm sorry. Which, by the way, I want to give a shout out to my friend Rob. Heather, thank you so much, Ralston. Rob is behind the board today. Jay is on vacation because, of course, we were leaving for vacation. So Jay went on vacation, and I wasn't going to
here
have
we
him.
are.
Yeah, I wasn't going to have Jay called back just it's because I screwed up with my passport. So my buddy Rob is running the board today. Thank you, Rob. Rob is the one that kind of helped us set up the whole podcast to begin with. So without him, we wouldn't do it.
The mastermind.
Did we get onto so we're talking about merch.
Yeah, I was about to show Mom this.
Oh, yeah. So I'm sorry. Idle Dragon, thank you so much. Sarah Reed's podcast tour in Chicago. Let's see some Portillos. We love Portillos.
So good.
So, no, you're going to show
What I was
going
to do is, Mom, I'm going to show you this design.
And get your reaction.
And get your reaction. What do you think?
First up.
What do you think about this? Here, take it. Well, no, don't take it. I changed my mind.
She doesn't have her glasses on. It just looks like a blur of color.
That is not true. I held it in the right place. I can see. With the ungrateful living?
Let's not
don't
say
spoil
what
the
shit.
You're
doing.
I don't even understand.
Why don't you just tell them the name? Why don't you just describe the whole thing?
Are you looking at it? Do you have thoughts going to your brain?
I don't know what I'm seeing. You like
so
this?
you can't see.
I like it. You don't like it.
Give me my phone back.
I just don't understand.
God, you're so ungrateful.
It's so cool.
That's exactly what I mean. That's it's crazy to me. People like this exist. That is dope. When you look at it, what do you think?
Do you think it's a cool
chaos? That's kind of the point.
That's good though. That's kind of what you want to get.
That's like the message I was sending.
So I like it, and I think it's a good idea. We'll just leave it there. So merch beyond that, we're going to do some more merch here soon on the Barcheck Boys for Noah and us. Do some flash sales. We'll do some
stuff. I want to make a known website.
Well, yeah, this is going to be its own brand.
Yeah, because in a couple podcasts ago, I was talking about the clothing brand.
Yeah, I remember it. Yeah,
and this is what I was talking about.
Yeah, I like it. I think it's going to be really cool. So merch coming, a whole line of brand line from Noah is coming out.
Excited.
Christian Killer, okay. I think I have a problem just picking up a ribbon state. Just picked up a ribbon state, waiting for Spotless Paradise. I cannot. Man, my brain is just out there.
Dad,
today,
you're
man.
going so fast.
Yeah, my mind just won't go.
You're going so fast. You need to calm it down.
So she's just saying she's looking on our site. Thank you. Enjoy your vacation. Thank you, Christine, longtime friend. Katie, hello from Cleveland. It reminds me of that movie, Spinal. This is Spinal Tap. Remember? Hello, Cleveland. Remember?
I don't remember.
I know. You have to be a little old.
I don't think I saw
Great
that one.
Classic movie. Rob, did you see Spinal Tap? This is Spinal Tap? Oh, you better have, of course. So this is Spinal Tap.
What reminded me, hello from Cleveland, was... Go fuck yourself, San Diego. Or was it San Francisco?
It was San Diego. Yeah, Ron Burgundy. No, it's good. So, podcast room. Yeah. So our friend Stuart from Universal Rock, who has obviously helped us so much with the Reptarium and the build and his creativity, was on the podcast a couple weeks ago. You guys got a chance to meet him if you didn't check that podcast out.
Yep.
He has sponsored the new podcast room. And what I mean by that is he's donating not only the panels, we're going to make this a man cave. It's going to be like a cave, a Reptarium cave with rocked walls.
Rocked walls.
He's made some cool signage that's going to go on the walls.
It's going to be awesome.
It's going to be really dope. And he's actually even going to come up and help install it. So the podcast room is going to look dramatically different just in a couple weeks. So it's really cool.
Well, I mean...
What?
People can't see what we're dealing with right now, and anything is better than this.
You're right.
Yeah. So for you guys to know, I mean, these are like just literally like cloth material walls, and what we're looking at around is wires everywhere. Yeah. So now Rob, who's going to help me out with this, is going to get all the wires in the wall. We're not going to have to. I mean, literally, Lori has to. It's like the astronaut from Sputnik. You know, she has to go through the little tiny things. By the way, Stephanie did it again. $100. Enjoy your vacation. I live in Connecticut and I've never been out of New England. Stephanie's been great to us since the beginning of this podcast. So thank you so much. And thank you guys. And listen, even everyone in the chat that's not super chatting us. I mean, obviously we mentioned the super chats because there's so many chats. We love you guys and we appreciate all your support. Obviously the super chats are amazing so we can hit them. At the end of this podcast, we always take about 5-10 minutes, answer questions at the end. And I always go back and read the entire thing. Later tonight, I'll watch the podcast and read through all the chats. I find it really funny. Jody also gave us $20 for Team Sloth, so thank you, Jody.
Oh, Mom, what do you think about that?
I don't really care.
Oh, damn. She said this is not happening today.
So the fact that we can't talk about the Expansion 3
Yeah.
We can't talk about that.
No.
But when we do get a chance to talk about that at the end of the year, we'll talk about sloths because sloth next year we'll talk about sloths because that's definitely going to be a big thing. But not just sloths. There's going to be a lot of really cool stuff. I'm super excited. So I don't know. I as a matter of fact, I was filming a vlog today that basically was about like what's the point of doing this, right? Like what's the point of it all?
It's because you love it.
Exactly. And that was my point, is that there is no rational point. There's no rational point. The first Reptarium was doing great.
Yeah.
It was crowded, but it was great. And it's good that it was crowded, right? It means it's successful. There was no real reason to expand other than just because we love it and we wanted to have more cool animal experiences. And
this is literally what I try to tell people that are close to me. Like, because I believe it so truly, is that like...
That we're crazy?
No,
yeah, that's true.
No, not that. Is that it's literally like... I know it sounds so stupid, but like if you really think about it, right? Mm-hmm. We really do only live this one life.
Right.
And it's asinine to me if you live that life doing something that you completely hate.
It's unbelievable.
Just doing anything, because it doesn't matter if I was whatever. If I made $0 and I loved sports so much that I did something involving sports, any topic.
Right.
I cooked the best fucking egg in the world. You know what I mean? But I love that egg. I love that egg.
Go egg. Yeah.
Like, just make that fucking egg, man. Like.
Make that.
It's just so important to me.
I agree with you. You got to live your dream. Yeah.
That's what you are doing. Is like there is no point to it. The only point is you love it, and that you're gonna do it because that's what you love.
Right. And that's why it's so funny that sometimes people say stuff like, again, you guys know I don't care about hate these days and comments, but I read them and I usually chuckle at them most of the time. But every now and then I think if people really said something, hateful and thought about what they said, 9 out of 10 the hate comments don't even make sense. Like, and there was a comment recently,
like me this week.
Oh yeah, Lori. Well, hang on to that thought. You got to hear this one. This is a good one. But I had a comment, last week or something like that said, gosh, Brian, all you care about is the money. You could care less about the animals. You're breeding spider ball pythons, and you're, whatever, blah 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 blah.
Suck my balls.
There's so much money in there.
Well, that's my point. If you break down that comment, number one. Like spider ball pythons are $50. I mean, you're not breeding spiders for money. Yeah. You're not making any money because you're actually probably losing money because a ball python typically costs about $65 to produce if you have a decent year. So if you're selling for $50, you're losing $15. Obviously not for the money. The other thing is we've made it perfectly clear that when was the last time? And maybe we shouldn't say this, but I'm going to put you on the spot anyways. When was the last time we took a paycheck from BHB? Me or you?
I don't know.
It's got to have been 2 years, right? Couple years. We haven't. So
more,
your mom and myself have not paid 1 penny from BHB in 2 years. So am I doing it for the money? You know what I mean? Like, obviously, I'm not doing BHB for the money because I make no money on it. And the Reptarium, we were doing fine, and we spent every dollar we made and probably $100,000 to do the second Reptarium. So money isn't the motivation, But again, you break down those comments, and most of the time, it's just stupid.
It is stupid. Money. It's just like this, right?
Right.
You have the money.
Right.
Go do what you're doing. Build a Reptarium, something tangible that you can enjoy in this life.
Right.
Because if you don't have it, then you'll be left with regret. In your dying days, if you're so lucky enough to even have dying days, and also like when you do pass away, which everybody does, it's one thing that we all have in common, guys. Wake up, like you won't be able to do anything with that money.
No, once you're gone, and that's my whole point. Is Max was here today. Max Strong was our friend here today, and he was talking to me about that, and that's what I said. It's like, I don't care about the material things. I don't care about nice vehicles. I don't care about any of that stuff. And if I have money, I might as well spend it on, like you said, somewhere I can go and actually love and build a legacy that I'm so proud of. And it really is, it's changed my whole perception even on keeping animals, as a whole. So, but regardless, that it is what it is. But I
think
I
that's
agree with you.
so important. I think people take life for granted.
Yeah.
If I don't know if I said that word wrong. I get granted and granted. Can you correct me on that?
Granted.
Granite is the
marble,
rock. Is the rock.
What's
the other one?
Granted. Granted, right?
People take it for granted.
I don't know, Lori, you're the English person. It sounds
Anyways, y'all know what we're talking about.
Take it for granted.
It's just like it really is so special to have something like we do.
I think so.
And by something we do, I mean I'm talking about life. I'm not talking about reptarian.
Oh, okay.
I'm talking about life.
Well, I'm talking about reptarian.
Right. That too. But I'm talking about even just being able to live. Is so special. We're so lucky to be with each other right now, because a lot of people can't do this.
No, we are super blessed. I mean, as a family, all around, we're super blessed.
And I think a lot of people are, but they don't realize it.
No, I agree with you, and that's what I'm saying. I always tell, because I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, Lori, but I think the reason why, we've been together forever. Obviously, when we've been through great times, terrible times, ups and downs, everything you can imagine. That's what happens when you're together for 30-something years. But, I always say, and I don't, anyone that's listening, I don't ever want you to think that I'm judging anybody, because I'm not. But I've always said that, like, I can't go work a job I hate. Mm-hmm. I can't. It's physically impossible for me. I can't do it. But you're kind of, Lori, you're one of those people that would be okay with that, right? I mean, not only you, but me too.
Yeah, no, I see. And this is what it is sometimes you just have to do what you have to do or what you're good at, but it still doesn't mean you have to hate your life, because there are things you do like to do. So I think that's the thing. Like, maybe you're in a job and it's not the best and you can't change that situation, but then when you're not at your job, you have to fill your thing.
Yeah, what are you doing
life
to
with
make
the
it
stuff
better?
That is good. Whether it's hobbies or just things that make you happy and that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. Well, I know.
Yeah.
Because some people, honestly, not, and I tell these things to Noah, not everybody is wired to be a person, to take risks and to, put everything on the line, to try to work for yourself or take, do these things. Like, some people just aren't going to do that.
Yeah.
And that's okay.
That is
because
okay.
not everybody's made to do it, because otherwise not everybody would do it.
Yeah.
Because it takes a lot of work, effort, all of the above, and it is hard. And what, to them, that might be their hell, is all of the work and the stuff
that's
that
true.
you have
That
to
is
go.
true.
No, and I guess that's the thing, right? Is that some people might, and that's why I'm saying what it is. I guess I'm wired in the sense that I don't understand.
Yeah.
Same.
No,
Me too.
I can't
because
understand.
honestly,
I have your brain.
I see both sides. Like, I get the enjoyment for what we do, but I also see the other side of, damn, it'd be really nice to punch a clock and then be home and be off the clock and do whatever the heck I want and not have a worry in the world.
Yeah, I mean, I get that, because if you were like, all right, I got the weekend off, or I've got my, 10-day vacation or whatever it is. I mean, there's advantages. And I guess I'm just saying that, and you're right, we work probably 10 times harder than someone that has a job.
If you're going to try to do it on your own and not work for somebody else, you have to work at least 10 times harder than everybody else, because that's the only way.
But to me, it's worth it. To me, the hard work is worth doing. Like Noah said, what we dream of.
I wonder where we got our brain from. I know I got my brain from you, but where did you get your brain?
It is really weird. I always say, like, I'm such a I don't know where I'm, like from Mars or something like that, because I'm like nobody in my family.
I don't know a whole lot of your families.
Well, I mean, all my family, like all my family always was like, work for the auto companies or had a 9-to-5 job, didn't like animals, barely kept any pets at all, or never, So I like had no I can't think of one immediate family member that has a business, even,
because my grandpa had his own business, and then my uncle took it over, and then even my dad had his job, but then the side business that he was doing,
and what's so weird about
my family is more of the
and what's so weird about your family too, which is just coincidence, the fact that your grandpa started a pet company, a pet supply
Herman Brothers
company.
Pet
Oh, yeah, you're
products.
right.
Herman
yeah,
Brothers
so it was
Pet
all about
products.
birds.
Yeah,
seed,
more
bird
birds and
products.
stuff like
Yeah.
that. So how weird is that we end up together like
That
that?
is
But no,
weird.
I don't know. My family definitely doesn't have the entrepreneurial thing. I didn't learn it from anyone. I don't know where I got it. I mean, I don't know why, working a normal job wasn't in my DNA. But
Yeah.
it just
Well,
wasn't.
I think that's just how it is. Everybody's different, and different things pop up randomly.
Yeah.
Listen real quick. Tareen Lewis says, thank you for all you do for the animals. I'm a daily watcher of the vlog and Noah's videos.
Thank
Good
you.
luck on the opening, and hopefully I can visit someday. Thank you so much. We
Thank
got
you.
Patricia says, love you guys. Jeep the good work up. I'm thinking it says keep. But keep and love from Sweden.
Thank
How
you,
are you?
Patricia.
Thank you so much, Patricia. And Sweden would be great. Let's go to Sweden sometime.
Maybe
Sure.
one
Is there
day.
anyone else? Pat? Oh, I
think
missed
they
Pat. Can I
have-
get a shout out? Pat
There you
Greiser, you
go.
got a shout
There you
out.
go,
There you go,
Pat.
bud.
I think that they have good meatballs.
Jonathan Yulee, are you keeping RJ? It's RJ Salt and Pepper at. Yes, we'll keep everybody. So we're keeping RJ. We're keeping Salt and Pepper. We're doing all that stuff. I think we did this one. Yep, we're all good. So and again, the next expansion that we will talk about at some point,
Which you keep talking about.
which I keep bringing up.
I know.
We'll have some really
right.
dope stuff with RJ and stuff like that. So I was
Yeah,
gonna.
we're just- what?
I was going to ask you guys, and I can't remember. I just lost my train of thought. But one of the things, I've got a couple things I wanted to bring up today. We talked about the expansion, all that type of stuff. So your 21st birthday is coming up.
Yeah, that's true.
So-
I mean, like, kind of, not really.
We got
Well,
It's like
we got a
far
bit.
away.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Got a while.
so there's a lot of travel this
3,
year. But that's
7. 8 months?
so when Jade, our daughter, turned 21.
Yeah.
Is this a good parenting move of us, or I don't know?
I
But
don't
we
feel it's
we
bad.
took her to Vegas
She wanted to go to Vegas.
along
for
with a
21st.
handful of friends.
I want
and,
to,
and they
too.
got completely hammered for just 3 or 4 days. I can't even remember what it was. I can't remember. I was the only sober one, and I can't remember how many days it
Yeah.
was.
Imagine what they remember.
They
What
remember
happens in
nothing.
Vegas.
Yeah.
Stays in
So
Vegas.
so we said since that happened. Of course, you're 8 years younger than your sister.
I know.
So for 8 years, we've been planning your
been-
21st.
It's been nearly torturous.
yeah.
Because it's really been like so sad sometimes because you guys get to enjoy all these fun things like do our little wine trips and all that, and I just have to stay home and just be by myself. It really does suck sometimes, I'm not gonna lie, but thankfully I've gotten
there.
through it, and
You're right there.
I'm not there yet. I'm still gonna miss out on another wine trip sadly this
Yeah.
summer,
Yeah.
but I will finally be able to embark onto the next one.
Maybe he should
Yeah.
come and be the driver.
No, what?
Yeah, it could be turned with your driver. Yeah.
No, that's exactly what I mean, guys. That's
Well, I'm the driver every time. That's the problem.
by choice. By choice.
Yeah, no, I am by choice. I don't like.
You
know.
can do it.
I
but
could
you
drink
don't
it.
want
Yeah, I
to,
just don't want to,
which is
yeah.
completely fine and
He has more fun.
responsible.
I do have more fun.
He has more fun telling me whether or not I should buy the wine.
Yeah, so I'm
Because
still the
after
taster.
After
Yeah.
the second winery, it
Yeah.
all tastes really good, and I want to buy
So-
a lot. And he's like, "No, you won't like this."
So
Yeah, which
regardless,
is smart.
so Vegas is coming up. I mean, you're excited. You've been to Vegas.
I've
That's
been
right.
to
We,
Vegas
when you were younger, you went
one
to.
time, and it
Pretty
was really
little,
cool.
yeah.
I really liked it. I mean, I was a young little kid, but I remember
David
just
Copperfield, right? You
nice
went to
weather. Yeah, I remember in one of the hotels, MGM Grand.
that?
I
Yeah, they
believe
had a lion. Yeah.
there. I was just about to say, lions and
Yeah.
tigers, like just on stage, and I'm like, what the hell is this? Vegas is crazy, you
It
know?
is crazy, yeah.
Walking down the strip, I remember seeing like this big, like Egyptian Sphinx cat or something like
Yeah,
that.
it's the
like,
Luxor. Yeah, the Luxor.
Yeah, they just like rebuilt it or something,
Yeah,
just like
there's-
on side of
there's-
the road.
Yeah.
It's really cool, just attractions and stuff. And I haven't been there since I was
I
5,
I think
6.
you were,
Yeah, you were young,
exactly,
yeah.
like 5 or 6.
So that's just from my memory from then. So I can only imagine how it's gonna be now. And I just hope
I'm
it's
sure it's changed.
as fun.
Is that the
Yeah,
last
we
time
we
we've been?
well no
Or no, because we
no,
went
we
for Jade's.
Yeah,
That
we
was
went
the
for
last
Jade
time
8
for-
years ago.
yeah.
Yeah, and then I was there about
Yeah.
3 years ago, just for like a
And
day.
I'm
Remember
sure
with
a
Robin.
ton have changed because they are always doing new stuff. So
Oh, I'm sure it's changed
Oh,
a ton,
yeah.
because I mean, when we first went, it was like it was the fun
was
Vegas.
old school.
It's old school Vegas,
it was
because
not as big at all.
You know what
Yeah.
my because like I said, I have a few memories from Vegas when I was a child, But really, most of my memories of Vegas come from fear and loathing of Las Vegas.
Oh my gosh! Holy cow!
Like when I think of Vegas, I think of that, just like walking around with cigarettes and just like tripping balls and just like, oh my God, there's lizard people.
Yeah, no, it's definitely. I look forward to it because I love Vegas, even though I don't gamble and I don't drink. I know
I'm excited to gamble. I've never gambled before.
Oh gosh, I hope you're not. I hope you don't got the bad gambling gene.
I
Our
do.
family has some bad gambling gene.
I
in it,
do.
you know?
I do.
And why do you think I don't drink and don't gamble?
But you do like and appreciate your money too.
That's true.
So like that's the thing that keeps me from being a gambler because that
I'm
could
not
be your
saying-
check too.
I'm going to Vegas for my birthday. I'm gonna gamble, but what I mean is, I'm not gonna come home and be like,
broke.
Let's go. Well, that too.
Dude,
I'm obviously
we've known
setting a
people that
limit.
have literally drained their bank accounts.
Well, I'm not doing that. I'm literally gonna have I'm gonna bring like some cash and just cap it off there. Hey, once I pass this amount of cash flow, then I'm done. But what I mean is, I want to do it there, but I'm not expecting to come back home and be like, let's go to the casino downtown. Like, I don't want to do that. That's not fun for me because I know it's set up for you to lose.
Yeah.
Like,
well, there's always a chance, but I mean, obviously, you know,
but
it's like they said, Vegas wasn't built on winners, right? You know, it's built on losers.
There wouldn't be a Vegas if everybody won.
No, there
would be no
billions of dollars, and that's like I
business.
said, that's why I don't gamble, and that's why I don't drink. Is because I know I could be an alcoholic, or I could be a gambler, or I could be whatever. You know?
Could be anything, but you chose to be an animal-holic.
An animal. That's what I said. I'm an addict. You know, I tell people all the
Workaholic.
time I'm an addict. You know, it's just I choose not to do the bad things that could potentially be bad for me. So I just stay away from alcohol. I stay away from drugs. I stay away from gambling because I know I would be an addict of all of them if I did it.
Right.
So I chose not to. But I'm looking forward to Vegas. I think it'll be pretty awesome, you know, to go through that. So what else going on? I mean, you know, I've been dominating the conversation here.
I don't know. We were talking about you were saying something about just like doing stuff on your free time, being happy and stuff. You know, I've been getting more active recently.
Yeah, I know.
Just like playing like some recreational sports, and I can attest to say that I've truly been like a happier person because of it. I believe.
Cool. Nice.
No, I really do think that. Like,
Good.
I think that going and playing some like sports or whatever that I did my whole life, and then I just cut it off, was kind of depressing. Well, not kind of. It was depressing. It was just like, dang, like I miss it. Yeah. So me going out and even just playing for fun, like now no trophies or nothing behind it, just recreation, has really made me happier just with my enjoyment of life more.
Yeah, it gives you something to look forward to.
I mean, that's what Jade does too. You
yeah,
know, she played all the sports, and that's what she just does, the rec leagues for fun.
Yeah, it's just, it's honestly so much fun. Like, you just go there and, you know, it's like a release of something because you're there and you're playing and you're playing and you're having fun. And then
I mean, I miss playing hockey.
Yeah.
You know, I'd love to get back to it if I could.
You
know,
get out of reality for a few hours and you just forget about all your problems.
Well, it's
and
just
it
like
just
anything,
feels
like
good.
runners, when you're exerting yourself, doing whatever, I'm sure it's releasing those endorphins. It's,
right.
You know what I mean? You're burning that energy, which, you know, makes you happy. So good.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I was just thinking about that. It was just like, ever since I started like a week or two ago, going consistently, because I would go occasionally, but now I've been going consistently. I've just been in a better mood every day.
I mean, you should. I think that's a good thing all around.
That's what I'm hoping to do is come back from vacation in a better mood.
Honestly,
just laying on the beach.
I don't know if you guys
are reading books, like all of that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I don't know what.
Decompressing.
Yeah, I don't know what the next several days is going to be like, but you know, this is the first time in like what 3.5 years that this is the first time in like 3.5 years that I am going even on a little mini vacation, taking very few days off, but we've done a couple trips, but even when we've done the trips, I've still had to film and edit and work that side of things, you know, so there's still 4, 5, 6 hours a day of work, even when we've been on vacation per se. Even when we went to Italy, you know, we're still filming. I was still editing every day, still uploading every day. So this is the first trip that we're taking that I don't even know what I'm going to do with myself. And I'm not a big beach guy, you know that.
Me
I'm
neither.
not. You know, I'm white. I'm white. As you saw my legs.
Pale like
day.
You're not
neon.
even white.
Yeah.
You're
I'm
It's
like,
like-
a different level.
you're freaking Casper.
Yeah. I mean, I was at the gym like
You glow.
I was at the
Those legs
You turn
do.
off the lights and it's fucking glowing.
I was at the gym last year, and it started to get warm, and the gym owner came over and he's like, I thought you were wearing fucking white tights. He goes, I had shorts on.
No,
and he goes,
yeah.
I thought you were wearing white tights.
No, like it's Dad. It's a pandemic. Like like it's a
But guess
problem.
what? No, he's going and he's going to
Yeah.
get some color
You
on
need
those
to
legs.
make sure them legs are outside the whole
Yes.
trip.
Well, you know what though? I'm white or red.
This is what
right? I mean, I don't go
No,
tan.
I've got the good sunscreen.
my
so that's
God.
what you do. You got to
Sheesh.
just do it and
I
then
just-
like wean it off.
I just came to a realization why your legs are so white.
Why?
Because Dad used to be obsessed with the freaking dad cargo jeans, the freaking khaki ones. So he would used to get color. You don't have any of those anymore.
Yeah, I won't
So
wear
your
those,
legs never see the light anymore.
They haven't seen
No,
light.
he
You used
hasn't
to
wore
wear those a
shorts
lot.
in years.
I used to wear shorts
Yeah.
in the summer.
Yeah,
now I
also
don't.
used
Yeah.
to wear the high socks back in the day too. The high dad
I know, you
tube
gotta bring all that back. Just
Gotta bring it back,
so
man.
if he wears the high socks, and
Let me know in the chat if you
cargo
guys think I should
shorts.
bring the cargo shorts and white tube socks back.
do it,
It's
man.
just go with it, man.
Jolo up.
Sometimes you just got to make a trend.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
I was
We got Heather. Hello from Spring City, Tennessee. Love you guys. Thank you so much. Pat asked if we're moving Arjo over to the Reptarium. Not this
Not this
expansion. We'll talk about the other
Whoa.
one. Jennifer Golden. Hey, Jennifer. Sorry we have been so completely out of touch. She's good friends with us. Let's see.
I know,
Did
it's
you
been real
cream soda for-
crazy.
So yeah.
This is
What
this
does that
drink
say?
she keeps
Wait.
telling me about.
Okay,
Wait,
she
yeah,
keeps
what did
telling
it
you
say?
about.
It's
For-
Rumpelmeise.
It's cream
and
soda for tomorrow. I don't even know. Yeah,
It's supposed to be this crazy
wait.
drink she's talking about.
For Rumpelmeinze
And
and
cream
cream soda
soda.
for tomorrow's vacation.
That's a drink.
Can have a birthday drink with me. Oh,
Well,
is it
thank
her
you s-
birthday?
Yeah, well, that's awesome. Well,
Happy
Happy
birthday,
birthday,
if it
Jen.
is belated
yeah, like
birthday
I said,
or whatever.
we normally stay in touch a lot with Jen's great. We've been so busy that it's been hard over the last couple weeks. But
Yeah.
we did last year when we went to Mexico. We tried to do like the tasting of a different drink every day. We did like, what were some of them? Like the
I don't
dirty
know, we
monk,
just
like the
picked up-
dirty monkey
We
or
picked
something like
up
that.
That
The
one's
Dirty
really
Monkey.
good.
I think
Oh my
that's a
God.
movie.
No,
No, it
it's
was
a
a- it's
drink.
drink,
It's
yeah,
like
it was good.
banana and chocolate. It was really good.
Yeah, it
Ooh,
was
that does
really
sound good.
Jay
Yeah, I would
told
just
us about that
take a
one.
sip. It was good.
This is a little bit off topic, but it's on the same path. You were saying when you come back, you want to feel like relax or feel better. What happens to me, and this is true, like most times I come back from vacation, I am a grump person.
Because you're back. Yeah, you're like, oh, shit, I hate this. Yeah.
It's bad. Like, I don't know if you guys are this way, and that's why I was asking. Like, when I come back from Hawaii or something, I don't want to be home.
You are bad.
No, I'm not that way. I think it's because I'm so, I'm excited to get back into the animals and the open is so exciting. You figure we
guess
got.
you're
I
right.
think that's normally how it is
But-
because we always have so much
Yeah.
going on. So to get the break,
Yeah.
and then by the time,
Yeah.
because it's like, even though, I'm going to be at the beach, I'm going to do whatever. I've got stuff I'm bringing with me. I'm going to keep an eye on what's going on because I can't ever just turn stuff off.
Yeah.
But then when I do get back, then I'm like, all right, here we go. Like, you know what I mean? I kind of do have that refreshed to where it's like, let's hit the ground running.
Yeah, and
Let's
that's
knock
what,
this stuff
and that's
out.
what Jay said is that obviously Jay's on vacation as well up in the he went the other way, right? We were going to like
To the
nice
sun.
weather. He
going.
went up north to the UP, but he's wanted to do it since he came to Michigan. And it's really beautiful
It
up
is
north.
nice. I
It
like
is.
it.
But so he's up in there, and that's what Jay said to me. He's like, I just feel like, because Jay hasn't had a day off really since we started. I mean, he's a 7-day-a-week guy like me. He's with me all the time. And he said, I just feel like I'm going to be refreshed, mentally refreshed. And that's what I'm thinking is like even my body is beat up, from working. It's like if my knee hurts, I don't stop. I just work harder. And I beat myself up.
You fall.
Today I freaking might have
Oh my
sprained my
God.
other ankle
Noah.
today.
Dad, you fall too
Noah.
much.
No,
you need some freaking
listen-
Forrest Gump sprints
listen
or
to
splints
this.
on your legs
I
and
literally
stuff.
saw this happen and yelled no because
Yeah.
I couldn't believe he did it. So he was draining the gator tank.
I was inside the new gator tank, yeah.
So he's got no shoes on.
Yeah, barefoot.
Barefoot. doing that. So then he goes to step out. Those are high.
Yeah, it's real
so
high.
So you can't do whatever. So like I'm like,
so I have to jump out.
No, so, with wet feet on that slippery floor.
What the hell's wrong with you?
What the hell do you think happened?
He busted ass.
Oh my God, big time. But then twisted his leg and sprained his. And I'm just like, what are you thinking?
Dad, you're 50 now.
I know. I gotta slow down, man.
I mean,
I gotta slow down.
You gotta
you
think.
Need a step
I feel my brain is like I'm 18.
Well,
though.
you
That's
see
the problem.
too,
you know.
And you just, I don't know. I think today you got too much.
I was frazzled
just,
today.
like,
I've been frazzled all day today. Yeah, no, my brain is spinning.
But I couldn't believe when I watched him do that. I was just like, no.
I know. It could have been a lot worse though.
No, it could have been.
It could have been.
He didn't crack his head open because, like I said,
because I fell right on my.
Hard.
I mean, I went down, twisted my ankle. I've got scrapes all up on my ankle, and then landed right on my
Dad,
butt.
what are you doing?
Do you remember?
You need a fucking life alert.
Do you remember?
You've been falling every week.
What, his birthday's coming in September.
I'm gonna get you a life alert for your birthday.
Do you remember when? Do you remember when I this goes? Actually, this happened twice. Twice this happened to me. One time we were going to Vegas.
Yes.
Do you remember we were going to Vegas?
Yeah.
And I was playing hockey, and my I was playing. It was outdoor ice.
Hockey,
Yeah, it was outdoor ice rink, and there was a big chunk out of it. And I was skating like as fast as I could, and my foot got caught in this rut, and I freaking.
That was the first time you messed your ankle up. Yep.
Yep, I messed my. I mean, it was swollen like you couldn't believe, and we were getting on a plane the next day.
This was the thing with that one. When we go to Vegas, like that, what we do is we walk.
Yeah,
and
we
walk
walk
up and down the strip.
Yeah.
And we're
look
with
at all
people,
the things
too.
for miles. And so that was a terrible trip because like his thing was so
Yeah, but I would
swollen,
I would
every
literally
single
just
time.
bandage my leg up
Yeah,
in the
we would
morning, and
wrap
we'd
it
walk
up,
all day long.
And then it was like whatever.
And
so
then it's-
today, that's what I said. I said at least we're just going to the beach. We're not going on any hikes or anything.
But
You really need to be careful, though. I'm being serious.
yeah,
You've been Mom, and you can attest to this. Dad's been falling a lot recently. No, like seriously, add it up. Like he's been falling a lot. Remember, this was like a few months ago.
It was with the pad thai and the freaking.
Yeah. No, seriously. I was chilling on the couch. Dad was sitting next to me. He gets up to go put his food back into the kitchen. He was done eating. And just clumsy old dad kicks like the couch. And then just this flip, I see it in slow motion because when cool stuff happens, you see it in slow motion. The pad thai, just noodles and shrimp just fly everywhere.
Yeah.
He did like this spinning flip.
It was a good.
You were
it's a good-
spinning.
good
You
flip.
clunked the elbow on the corner of the
elbow
wall.
was horrible.
You
yeah.
twisted up your ankle,
Yeah.
and there was just pad thai everywhere.
That's what I was in the kitchen and I just saw the food just flying everywhere. And I'm just like, what?
I know. When I saw it, I was like, oh, like Dad's being goofy again. Like it seems so unrealistic that you could do this. That I was so confused.
We both laughed.
We were laughing our asses off.
Because I thought exactly at first, the thing was so comical.
Yeah.
And so like
Yeah.
Exaggerated.
When you were doing it, you were like, whoa.
I know. It was so exaggerated. It was,
And then we're like, wait a second, he's really mad.
Yeah.
Like he's hurt.
Like
I'm
he's hurt.
Oh, okay. But no, we were both.
I was more upset about the pad thai, to be honest with you. The pain in my.
Zeus was happy.
Yeah. That was when I was bummed out. I'm like, damn it.
it was
There's
so
nothing
crazy.
worse than that, man.
But that's what started it. You've been falling ever since.
Yeah.
Like you
I
like.
how did I fall off the stair recently and I like twist my ankle and
You
busted
were
my
walking
knee?
out
You
the back
missed a
door
step.
of the Reptarium,
Yeah.
talking to me and Bobby, and not paying attention. And then
Right.
when you went to
Slipped off,
step
yeah.
down, you didn't hit the step.
Yeah.
So I think
Just
it's
been
more about just
paying attention.
stopping,
Yeah.
taking a second.
Well, that's the thing. I honestly say I've been
thinking.
saying this. I've been trying. I've
Just
been
like-
Sadhguru and
Yes.
Stuart have been talking about. I've been doing a lot of meditation, but I will say that my
You need to
kinda
find your
crazy.
center.
Yeah.
I need to because
'Cause
I'm
that will give you
definitely
balance.
this last few months in particular, my brain has definitely been spinning out of control a lot, and I haven't been. I found myself not being very focused. Right, it's been kind of all over
you
the
know what?
place.
And I'm the same way. Because look at me. Look at the other day. Like I forget stuff all the time. I can't find stuff. Like I lose track. I was freaking out. Remember the other night about my computer? I'm like, oh my god,
Oh, yeah.
I left my computer. I
Yeah,
have
and
to
it
go
was
to
sitting
work.
on
Da
the
da da.
thing.
And literally, you were like, calm down. Like, it's right here on the thing because you had asked me for it and I took it out of my bag. Like, but that's, I think it's the same thing.
Yeah. Well, that's why I think that this, that's why I think that this, I think that this, like a few days of like not thinking much, again, like you said, I'll be on social media, I'll be commenting back on YouTube and all that type of stuff. Yeah.
Can't live without you.
The TikTok, I got some TikTok bangers coming. So, but I think, but just being able to shut it down a bit is going to be pretty amazing. And I think that it'll be rejuvenating and something that we haven't done enough of. And it's going to be a pretty hectic year the rest of the year because, obviously we got the Reptarium Open, but lots of traveling going on this year, lots of different things, which, by the way, I shouldn't even say this because it's so preliminary, but Greg, my manager, has been talking with Dude Perfect's manager about doing a video with them. I know that would be dope.
What, are they going to do, throw ball pythons a mile?
Yeah, that might be a good no. I don't know. So anyways, a lot of collabs, though. What I'm just saying, Dude Perfect is just one of them.
They're
a lot
huge.
of collabs.
Those are the guys that, like, do the crazy...
Yeah, trick shots and stuff like that.
Yeah.
They do crazy. You think there's got to be
When
something
I was a kid, I was watching those.
Oh, yeah,
That's
you've
how
been
long...
showing me those forever.
I know. I haven't watched them ages, but when I was a kid, like, and they first were like booming, it was so incredible to me. But
well, and they're killing the game now. I mean, every video they put out's 8, 10, 12 million views every single video. So, but again, we're working on a lot of different. So it's going to be a busy year. My point is, busy year, a lot going on. This little break will probably be exactly what I need. Might be going to the Philippines. Just found out today. I talked to you a little bit about it.
You did, but I need those dates to let you know if you can go or not.
Lori books me.
I've got
books
your
me.
calendar booked. So
Lori books me tours, and so she doesn't allow me to go if I'm booked, which is understandable.
I think part of your not problem, but problem is this is exactly that. Yeah. Is that I think you think about the future too much.
You're right.
Oh yeah,
you don't
live in the moment at all.
No, it's called lack of mindfulness. Yeah,
I think, and that's what I've been trying to work on a lot recently, and that's why I've been doing a lot more extracurricular things to make me happier.
Yeah,
is because I'm trying to live in the moment more. Yeah. Still plan for the future, but just enjoy the now. Because that's all that's guaranteed.
Yeah. Well, no, that's obviously been my problem for a long time, and that's why I'm an anxious mess. My anxiety is always getting the best of me.
You're thinking about what could happen, what's going to happen, when is it going to happen.
It's a good thing, right? It's a good thing and a bad thing. When you have anxiety and you are also a forward thinker, it allows you to be very creative, and it allows you to do things because you're always, as an anxious person, you're thinking of every scenario.
Yeah.
And that helps
exhausting.
It is exhausting.
It's exhausting for you, but it's also exhausting for the person you live with.
Well, I know that. And that's why I'm trying hard to get better, right? I'm trying to get better. It's because I know it's not
like, just stop. Like,
well, right.
It's not that easy though.
No, if you could just stop it, obviously,
I'm fixed. Thanks, Mom, for saying stop it.
Yeah, like there's one thing as a, if you're depressed, the one thing you don't want to hear people say is just be happy. When you're anxious, the one thing you don't want to hear is just don't worry. Because it's like, fuck you, like, do you think I want to worry? Do you think I want to be anxious? You wish if it was that easy, so, but that being said, it is a process. It's something I'm very aware that I have an issue with, and it's something I'm working diligently hard to be more mindful and in the moment. And you're right, because I'm thinking of, You're
thinking literally about 2021 when 2020 just started.
Exactly. No, you're right. I'm planning the next expansion that I can't even talk about until 2021.
Exactly.
And actually, I'm gonna change that to where you can't even think about that. Yeah.
How are you gonna know?
I think it's
I'm gonna put that on you. Seriously, don't even think about it.
I think.
Well, I
think it is important.
Well, okay, so this is what I've said. I've said I will agree for the fiscal year of 2020, which is in November.
January.
So if I could start thinking about it in December, November. I think November I should be able to start thinking about it.
21.
I will agree. I won't think about it till November. Till November, I won't.
And
think
I might
about
change that. I might change that if you don't.
We need to start planning because the best time to do this is in the winter.
No. Okay, then it'll be the next winter then.
No.
Yeah.
We got to build the empire.
Nah.
Now I have this crazy dream,
you're crazy.
I want to build like, it's like if I could be, the dude from Jurassic Park, I would. Was it Hammond, John Hammond or whatever?
That would be cool.
Well, you're pretty close. You're
I wouldn't be
blonde,
mad.
Blue eyes.
No, you're talking about different. This is the old guy with the cane. David Attenborough's brother.
Yeah. Well, I bet
He's not blonde or blue eyes.
Yeah, he was.
He was gray hair, maybe blue
Gray
eyes.
and blue eyes. Which I mean,
is where you're going.
Yeah, okay. Let's just go ahead and jump onto this. Cryptic Soul said, "Can you keep native species salamanders and newts?" I mean, we can. There's certain ones that, like Jefferson's, I think are illegal in Michigan. But speaking of which, there's actually well, I'll get back to this in a second. Wilson88 said, "I hope Beth gave your knife today that I sent you. Thanks. First off, Wilson, thank you for the knife. Second off, you just ruined the surprise because I was going to open it when I got back, so I didn't know what was in it, but now I know it's a knife. So thank you. I appreciate it, Wilson88. I'll look forward to that, but I will open it on the vlog when I get back. So thank you so much. Zach says, any tattoo updates? Big fan of Bob Tyrell's work. Definitely going to get in with Bob here soon.
I read fan of boobs.
Me too. Me too. I was like, big fan of boobs work. I was like,
Everyone,
Bob.
yeah. No,
See, it's not just me.
Ironically enough, Bob is in town this weekend from
Oh, is
LA.
he here for the
tattoo convention. But
Okay.
unfortunately, we're not going to be here. Logan, Brian, will you ever get a crocodile or a caiman? Yeah, I mean, I hope so. I really would like to. Pat again said, have you thought about breeding snakes at the Reptarium for educational purposes? I think we're going to breed a few things, but that's not like our purpose. So if some things breed, that's great. Write down. I just missed one. I'm sorry. Let's see. Siri Lupa, just for love, $20. Thank you. I appreciate you guys. So, where were we at before that? Because
you were talking about salamanders and calendar. What the hell is the other word?
Oh, salamanders and newts.
Newts,
yeah. I mean, you can keep some, but I don't know that we will. Although I'd love to get a giant salamander, would be dope.
Those are scary to me.
Those are huge, man.
No, they're kind
But
of
I don't
gross.
think you can even keep them.
No,
what I was saying is that I got an email today, and I was invited to a meeting. I won't say much about it.
Oh,
but
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, and it sounds like it was about private ownership of alligators in
Right.
Michigan, because right now there's no laws against keeping alligators or crocodilians in Michigan. For that matter, you can keep a king cobra. There's no laws whatsoever, so we're pretty lucky in Michigan. That being said, the good news is that we're lucky. The bad news is that it opens up for legislation.
It's coming.
It's
right.
coming, right? So it sounds like this particular private zoo-y type of thing in Michigan is trying to propose some sort of a ban on private ownership. That's what I read into it, was that they invited the DNR and some other organizations, and it sounds like they want to maybe propose legislation or be involved in legislation, and I'm invited to the meeting, which of course I will go. But I think it's
I don't like
it's
that.
tricky. It's right. That's what I'm saying. It's
Because
tricky when you start.
You're opening a door
Right.
that is going to get kicked wide
Right,
open,
yeah.
and then you're just going to be fighting for your life.
It's gonna
Like,
be
Well, the one
bad.
while believe me, you
Yeah.
know me. Like, I am not one that thinks anybody should be able to keep anything.
Anything.
Well, I'm just saying. No,
Wait, she's saying
what I mean?
anybody as
Nobody-
in everybody
Right.
should be able to keep something.
anything
Yeah,
that they
just-
want,
right.
because
Oh, okay, yeah.
because I think there's a lot of things
I
that
see, yeah. I
that
see what you're
people
saying.
probably shouldn't keep as pets,
Right.
Sure.
Now, do we need? It's a shame because that's the way it goes. I don't necessarily want the government or the city
Right.
telling me
Right.
what it is,
Yeah.
but the truth of the matter is there are things that should not be kept as pets.
No, yeah, I mean,
agree.
a
But
lion or a
it-
tiger shouldn't be kept as a pet,
Yeah.
and most alligators and crocodilians shouldn't be pets
No,
either.
and I
Yeah,
agree too. But like you said, once you open, this is the problem with the government: is once laws start being made, then they just
Then
start
they'll
getting
just-
broadly spread,
You're right,
and they
that-
start
that's
getting
right.
yeah.
And that's why I've said I don't know
Yeah.
that I agree that certain things should be kept as pets, but at the same time, I don't want the government telling us we can't.
Right.
Yep. and that's why
'Cause that
that's
starts
why I'm a
taking
little bit
away the
afraid of
freedoms
this
for things that don't,
Right.
because they all fall under a blanket.
Yeah, and I
then
don't
you
know
gotta
if-
fight for the things
Yeah,
that you
so I thought
shouldn't
it was.
have to. Yeah.
I guess what I'm not in favor of is I don't like zoos, even private zoos like ours, that think we should keep stuff but you shouldn't.
Right.
I don't think that's good. And and it sounds like maybe that's where this is going.
Yeah.
Like maybe they're saying we should be able to keep these, but we don't want other people to keep
Yeah.
them.
Right.
And that's a dangerous and
like
very
a
slippery
monopoly.
slope. And I think the one thing that I'm probably the most fearful of is, as a matter of fact, when I got that email saying like private ownership of alligators, my heart sunk a little bit.
Right.
Because I thought, oh my God, is there some legislation being proposed right now that's going to make it illegal for us to keep crocodilians? And maybe we could get an exemption because we're educational, but that's not what it's about for me. I don't want to be like, oh, I can, as long as I can do it, screw everyone else, you know? And so I will be at that meeting and I will go, but I'm a little bit afraid of the outcome.
Understandably.
Yeah, so it's an interesting. I mean, just like the Florida ban on iguanas and tegus, where I just
so
don't know where that's
interesting.
at. But
this is the thing, though, and why I think we in Michigan have been so lucky is because the
they're
state
not
that
invasive.
we are, nothing can be invasive here for
Right.
the most part because
Of the
we have
temperature.
winter, right? So even if stuff gets out, it dies, which is terrible. But
It's
that
a
is
good
why there
thing.
hasn't been a need.
right, yeah.
But
know.
global warming's going to change that real quick.
Well, listen, the way our winters are going, the way our
It's
winters
still
are
too
going.
cold
Although
for
it's
stuff to
snowing
go.
like hell, we should be in Mexico right now. It's like I checked the temperatures this
know.
morning. It was like 88 degrees
Yeah,
in
we
Mexico.
should. We should.
I know if Lori's passport situation wasn't.
Yeah, good job, Mom.
Yeah, right.
Good job,
Could you
Mom.
imagine? Listen, seriously, I've been thinking about this a lot. And again,
Could you imagine
probably,
if it was my fault, not yours?
well, no.
Oh,
Listen,
okay, go ahead.
I think it would have been irrelevant either way. I wouldn't have been upset. I really don't think I would have been like upset at you or something like that. I think I would have been.
You would have just went.
No, I wouldn't have went. There's no way I would go without
Yeah,
you.
no.
Impossible. You
You're
guys
right.
know that.
I know that because
It
you wouldn't
wouldn't
have got on the plane.
No, I wouldn't have got on the plane.
And that's why I couldn't go without you because you wouldn't have came 2 days later by yourself.
Well, I wasn't going to
either.
come anyway because there's no way I was going to take a 5-day trip and get there on the third day. You know what I mean? Like, oh, let's go down there for a day and a half. It wouldn't be worth it, you know. But no, I think what. I can't even remember what I was saying about the trip. So this morning, I looked at the weather and it was 88 degrees in Cancun, and it's a snowstorm here.
Yeah, and
So
it's like cold, guys. Like
Yeah,
it's
like it was
ugh.
actually very mild. Like it was 45. It was 50 degrees this last weekend.
Yeah.
50
it was
degrees and
50
sunny.
back-to-back days.
Yeah, I think it was actually like 55 the one day.
It was
pretty
so
much
nice.
No snow, just started to feel and look like spring.
I know.
Yeah, we were supposed to
And
leave.
bam,
We were supposed to
you're
leave on the day that it was going down.
Right.
Like the day we left
Right.
would start to get bad, and so we ended up just having 2 pretty treacherous snow days, and now we leave tomorrow.
Yeah,
So we would have been in beautiful weather for a couple days, but instead.
would have been nice.
This is what I remembered. What I
still
was
would've
going to
been
say
here.
is, could you have imagined if you didn't look at that passport, and we would have just showed up at the airport?
Oh, no, that's what I said.
That would have been the
so
way
much
way worse, yeah.
Because then we couldn't even fix
Right.
the things that we did. Like,
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So
Yeah.
it actually worked out good.
Yeah, the fact is, I mean, literally, because if we would have showed up at the airport, there's no way we could have changed our reservations on the day of.
No.
Or
Got
our
tickets on
flights,
flights.
Because then
Yeah, not to mention, we would have been screwed. I mean, so it worked out well, and like you had mentioned, we got a chance to do a couple days of work here at the reptile expansion, and I feel better where we're at today than 2 days ago as far as where we're at with buttoning things up. Of course, when we get back, we're only going to have literally like 8 days left before the grand opening. So
That's
that's gonna be a crazy weekend, by the way. You know, for those of you guys that don't know,
It'll
we're
be a
doing
crazy
2.
8 days.
Well, it's going to be a crazy 8 days, but then that weekend.
Yeah, actually, that's a movie. 8 Crazy Days.
8 crazy.
Adam-
it's 8 crazy nights.
8 Crazy Nights. Oh,
Yeah,
like
8
that
crazy
Adam
nights.
Sandler.
Yeah,
But
but
I haven't seen it.
Is that like the Noah's Ark thing where they're like 40 days and 40 nights?
It's
no,
Adam
it was pretty
Sandler
bad.
cartoon
I remember
movie.
I got that I got the movie 8 Crazy
It
Nights,
was terrible.
and it was so bad that your mom threw it away.
And Uncle Lee took it out of the trash.
Yeah. She wouldn't let me have it in the house. That's
'Cause
how,
it was
it was
so
a
bad.
cartoon. It was a cartoon.
I probably
I
would.
think I saw
I don't
it.
think it would be that bad to me now, but back then it was.
Yeah, she literally threw it away. Like what?
Was it because of the like the swearing and
Probably.
stuff?
I think it was like, I don't
Probably.
even remember what was bad about it, but I know she was very upset, and it cost me $20, and I was pissed off. I'm like, you just threw my $20 movie away, you know?
Yeah.
Sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah.
On principle.
But yeah,
True.
you know, I want to give you guys a prediction that might shock you a little bit.
Uh-oh.
I don't think there will be doctors in 20 years.
Oh, yeah. This I don't agree with.
I don't think there will be doctors in 20 years. I think
I think that's just a stupid thing to say.
No, I don't. So listen, with medical advancement and artificial intelligence, you think about it now, like when we went to the doctor when we were kids, you always saw the doctor, and the doctor always gave you something. You know what I mean? Like something, and he didn't come. So now this is what happens when you go to a doctor. A lot of times you don't even see the doctor. You're seeing a nurse practitioner or someone that's not a doctor. And even when you do see the doctor, he's on his tablet and he's just punching in your symptoms or doing whatever. Yeah. So is the doctor even really doing anything other than looking on an iPad? Now, if you take away the doctor and you just have the iPad making the diagnosis.
So you're just saying there'll be an autonomous.
I think there will be. I think that right, and even most robotic surgery is coming now, laser and robotics. So we don't need surgeons.
20 years comes faster than you think. So
but
I don't
think about this.
I don't know.
Okay, so 20 years ago, what is this? This isn't a thing.
That was a wire on a wall that you took off the phone.
This wasn't a thing.
And you dialed. There was no cell phone.
And then if you think about this, 40 years ago.
Yeah.
There was
telegraph.
Barely. there was a fucking pigeon carrying a note.
Maybe it might be a little more than 40 years ago.
You know what I mean?
Might be a little. I think that Graham.
There was the guy, the little guy that rode the bike.
The bike, yeah.
But I will say this.
Yeah.
I will say this.
I remember that shit.
I don't know if it will be 20 years from now.
It's really
2040. But I do believe it will happen if I am so lucky enough to get to old age.
Yeah.
But when I die, it will happen before then.
I think it's going to be maybe it won't be 20 years, but I think it's going to be relative soon. My point is that if you were in med school right now, I'd be freaking out a little bit. Because it's getting narrower and narrower. Especially even just with insurances.
I don't know though. I feel like even if things get robotic, there still has to be a person because somebody has to Somebody has to program. Somebody has to put the knowledge in there. Like you know what I mean.
It's hard to say. It's really hard to say. But I think that you're not too far off. I think that it could be a thing.
Speaking of that, I know I'm all over the place, but did you see like the video of? I know. Did you see the video of like a McDonald's, like an automated hand that puts the fries in the thing?
Yeah, but we were talking about doctors.
Oh, I'm just saying everything is getting automated, and people are losing their jobs, and there's not opportunity.
So
now the fry guy,
because
I don't know. Now the fry guy, I started at Burger King as the fry man. You know what I mean? I worked the
fries at the beach.
Right? Now they don't
need
me anymore. Now they got some robot doing my job.
But honestly,
where would I be today if it wasn't for the fry?
Probably still there.
No.
Probably.
But honestly, though, you just jumped.
I did jump
crazy,
a lot. Yeah, I did.
So I have to kind of regain my mental stability.
Sure.
But I don't think that you're that wrong. Like I think that it could be possible where, that there is no doctor. Is that when you go to the doctor, you do check in on a tablet, right? And then they tell you that. And there's no human connection.
Yeah.
Tablets, you type in symptom. Yeah. This is happening.
We don't even have to type in. It's voice to voice recognized.
My poop is bloody.
Right.
And my pee is yellow.
Yeah, they ask you a series of questions, and you're on your way.
Yeah, and then they're like, okay, go to CVS and meet the other robot, and he'll give you 3 pills.
Yeah, exactly. And if you need surgery, you go in, and I don't know. I'm sure there's going to have to be some people. I'm just saying, I think that it's interesting.
It's a means to an end for sure, but I think it's way more than 20.
Yeah, I guess they still need some. Let's see.
Write this down though, because if it is 20,
yeah, you guys remember. You heard it here.
Jackpot.
You heard it here. Crystal Torino, whatever it is. Thank you, Noah, for your wise
you can't
words.
Say whatever it is. It's her name. I'll say it.
Say it, please.
Crystal Tenorio.
Okay, thank you. Everyone's got to bear with me today. I swear to gosh, I do not do drugs. I'm not on anything. I'm just out of my mind today. Thank you, Noah, for the kind words to live in the moment. I really need needed it right now. Love you guys. Best podcast in the
too.
world. Better than Impulsive. All right, my boy Logan.
That's just facts.
Pat hit us again. Said, would you consider breeding snakes at the Reptarium? I think we already did that.
I believe we did.
Any other ones down there, Rob? And by the way, thanks Rob for hanging with us here. I appreciate
thank you everybody.
So I think we're good. I think we're caught up on the super chat.
Wait,
some more here.
Oh wait, no, I'm sorry.
Some more right here.
Here we go. Chase Carpenter. Hey guys, sorry my wife and I won't be at the grand opening. We'll be at the NARBC. Hope you'll be following. See you the following weekend. And one of the reasons we did it on the NARBC weekend is we thought some people would be traveling into the area and might want to stop in before or after, kind of making it. If coming to the Midwest, we're not that far from that, but we'll see you the weekend after, and we'll also have Brian Potter, the promoter of the NARBC, on checking in within a couple weeks after. Okay. So in the month of March.
That'll be a fun one.
And that's going to be a really fun one. He's a funny dude. Wilson88 again said, everyone take a second and hit that thumbs up.
That is true.
Thank you, Wilson. I appreciate you, man.
And while everybody's here, I just want to say this. I want to say that, A, we're on Spotify.
Yes, we are.
A, we're on Apple Music. We are on, Apple Podcast.
Mm-hmm.
We are on, I forgot the one it was called, Stitcher.
Oh, yeah.
What is that one?
It's something like that, yeah.
Something like that. We're on that. So if you have a streaming platform, try to type in checking in, see if it'll pop up, because I am trying to make it on everything that we have. Also, right now, go subscribe to Checking In Clips if you guys didn't catch a full episode, but you wanted some brief summaries of some funny topics that we had or some interesting things that we talk about. We chop up clips and we throw it up onto the Clips channel. Yeah, Checking In Clips.
Yeah, the Clips channels are great because that's how I watch Joe Rogan. As I watch his clips, because I don't know that I want to watch 2 hours of his podcast. But sometimes I do, and ultimately, usually I watch all 2 hours because I watch 10-minute clips until I've seen every one of them.
Exactly.
But it's a great option here. By the way, Elise said 8 puppies. She actually messaged us earlier on, I think it was on the YouTube channel, that said that she was sitting there and they had 6 puppies this morning. Nice. And she's sitting there. So they're all healthy, doing great. Mom is great. She's a champ.
Ours? Zeus
ours
is our boy.
Zeus, yes. I had told her that I was literally sitting right next to Zeus when she was typing it. So Zeus was with me this morning. He's a black German Shepherd. So that's awesome. Congratulations on the 8 puppies. We should get another German Shepherd.
No. Anyways. And then also, make sure that if you guys aren't subscribed to this Checking In channel, make sure you guys subscribe to that as well.
It's Wednesdays Checking In, Fridays Noah and Choices with Noah and Eric, and we might pop in some other ones too.
And then also one last thing is that we also have an Instagram page made. Checking In Podcast is the name of that. So if you guys have an Instagram and you want to follow us, maybe see some sneak peeks of like what's going on behind the scenes, some
and
stories.
Some clips. I saw some clips on there.
Some clips. Just kind of, there'll be some other stuff besides what is on YouTube and on Spotify, et cetera, et cetera. So if you guys have an Instagram, please go check that out.
Yeah, just go show all that love, man. We appreciate you so much, and it gives us an opportunity to kind of continue to connect with you guys on all levels, on all platforms. Jimmy again said, hope we can do a collab this year. Jimmy came down to visit us last summer, I believe it was. He's up in the UP of Michigan. Jay, you should see Jay. He's up there hanging out in your area. Jay went to Munising. By the way, Jay wanted to go up and see a bunch of cool stuff, including Picture Rocks. Unfortunately, I think he said that you couldn't see Picture Rocks because I just don't think you can get to it because of the winter and the snow and stuff like that. So it was a bummer. But he was hanging out in Munising. I think he was going to go to Grand Marais, where our house used to be.
Hopefully he'll go to Marquette. There's some cool stuff there.
Marquette's so far away,
it's
though.
so far
away.
If you're already in Munising,
it's still
not that far away.
It's still like 3 hours away.
You're all the way there already.
I know, but that's a long trip.
It is very long.
It's not.
Lindsay, love this podcast and your vlogs. Cannot wait to visit someday. Please come visit us. It would be great.
You,
Lindsay. We appreciate everyone's support, and we love people to come visit. There's been some really fun weekends this last few weekends at the Reptarium. I know you've been there a bit. You've been here every weekend. I don't know how much time you've spent at the Reptarium.
I've been working on the expansion part most of the
time. Most of the time. But it's been so much fun. I mean, it's been this last couple weekends in particular have been some of the more fun weekends. Well, they're all great, but it's been some really good people. The kids and adults and everything that have come have been just a blast. So come hang out with us again the 13th of March. We get this puppy rolling, and it's going to be pretty amazing. I'm looking forward to So we had mentioned that we have snake massage, and I think you were happy to hear that I've now nominated myself as the snake massage therapist. So I will be doing the snake massages.
What?
Yeah. How's that? So you not only get a snake massage, but you get my banter for 10 minutes or a half hour.
There shouldn't be any banter. This
Am I going to,
massage. You should be quiet.
I'm supposed to be quiet. Do you not talk to your massage therapist?
No, you don't.
All I do is talk the whole time.
Oh my God.
Are you serious?
Yeah, we chat. From the time I get there till the time we leave, we chat.
You're supposed to be quiet.
You're supposed to be quiet?
You're supposed to be relaxing.
Yeah.
Like
I talk to Darcy literally. There's never a quiet second.
I mean, I might
Not
chat a little
surprised.
bit in the beginning, but very few, and then after that, no.
So do
It's
you think that
supposed to
she
be.
hates that, or just
No.
she likes
I
it?
don't think she hates
she
it.
goes by obviously the person
Yeah.
because you
Oh, we
obviously
chat about
want-
all kinds of things.
It's
But,
just
but you know what though? You should try to not, because part of it is relaxing.
Exactly, that's-
and you're supposed
yeah.
to be turning it off and just
That's the point.
relaxing. That's so funny. He just talks the whole time.
We talk about everything.
And this happened, Darcy. I fell off the chair and then I twisted my ankle.
You ain't gonna believe this. I fell out of the gator tank.
I know, right?
No, I don't talk like that.
No, but I was dying because I have been saying this to you for a month.
About what?
At least, if not more. That
About
it's-
who's going to be it?
Yes, that it has to be either you or me.
Oh, yeah.
Because
Okay.
of all of the logistics and learning and whatever, and you're just like, nah, blah, 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 blah. And then you say that to me like it's an epiphany
No,
the other
I-
day, and I
no, well,
literally
I didn't ever.
wanted to punch you in the face.
I didn't ever think that you.
But I was also happy because I was like, thank God it's him, because I 100% thought it was going to be me.
Well, that's what I thought. I thought you thought it was going to be you, and then
Well,
I
it
was
was going
like,
to be, because like I said, it had to be either you or me to start.
Well, I think that once we dial this in for a couple weeks, 2-3 weeks of me doing this, the snake massage, we'll be able to.
Because it's like, yes, it's a niche-y thing or whatever, but it also is professional. Like, it's not going to be just some crate, like, oh, you know what I mean?
No.
Like, there is a method to
Well,
it.
right.
And
Well,
there's
what?
stuff
Yeah.
like
What I
that.
want to do is I want to learn. I've watched a ton of
Yeah.
videos on how to do it, but I want to. Yeah.
I've watched videos. I can do it now.
Listen, that's what
Hey.
YouTube is. You could do anything.
Well, it's not like I'm doing freaking appendicitis,
Right,
surgeries or
surgery.
some shit.
Yeah.
I'm putting snakes on people, for God's sakes.
Colonoscopy.
Yeah. Well, let's hope there's no snake like
Yep,
that.
you got cancer.
Yeah, there's going to be fully clothed, by the way. These
Yes.
massages are not going to be naked.
Yeah, there is a window
Oh, here you
just
go,
so you
Brian.
can see
Read
in.
that
All
one.
right,
It'll make you feel better.
Oh, yeah. My massage therapist and I talk constantly as well. Love it. Thank you so
There
much,
you go.
Huckleberry 406. See, I'm not the only person.
Well, I didn't think you were, but
I talk
you're all
yeah.
weird.
Cat Speed said, "Will you massage the snakes?"
No. So what happens is that the mistake.
That's what you pay for. You pay to massage snakes. You're just
Listen,
like,
if that's what people wanted to do, I would be okay with that. But no,
I mean, I guess that's one way to take snake massage.
Perdita's
Yeah.
been working way too hard. We need a
Just give her
massager.
a little massage.
so what you do is we have a massage table. It's really nice, by the way. As a matter of fact,
It
the
is.
other
I
day we
laid
walked
on
in
it.
and did you see? Were you there when we
Andrew.
walked in? Andrew's
Yes.
laying on it in a dark room.
Well,
She's working.
Honestly,
She's on. Yeah.
I think that we need to check it periodically because I think that will be the nap table.
Yeah,
So I'm
just
like,
keep
I
that
just
door
walk in. I'm
locked.
like, what are you doing, Andrea? And she's like, oh, I just wanted to check it out. I'm like, you're sleeping on. No, she's great. But so you lay down on your back. Or you would
No,
actually lay on your
face.
stomach. Yeah, your face down first. And we're going to take like 6 foot boas, 2 or 3 of them. So they're going to be 10, 12
Make it
pounds.
7.
No, just 2 or 3. And we're going to let them crawl around
have
on
to be
your
able to
legs.
manage
And yeah, you got to be, I've got to manage them because I'm not letting them loose. I'm still wrangling them.
Gotta keep
And
them
so,
on the
yeah,
other
so they're going to
side.
be on your legs. They're going to be on your back. They're going to be undulating, kind of massaging and stuff like that. We'll put on some nice little,
Love that
nice
word.
little music,
Undulating.
maybe some
Barry White.
smell therapy. I don't know, like some little
Aromatherapy.
aromatherapy. Thank you. So maybe a little essential oils in there. I don't know.
Maybe
So
some Bobby Boucher, not Boucher. some
thinking Barry White.
no, I already said that. Bobby, what's that one dude's name? The Italian motherfucker, the guy that sings. He's like, "Take me to the moon."
I don't know. That's
Oh, Michael Bublé.
Yeah,
Michael
Bublé.
Bublé, not Bobby Bublé.
Bobby Boucher.
Bobby Boucher. Michael Bublé.
Andy wants to know if he could just get a massage from Noah.
No,
Yeah.
that's not available.
That's not available.
Sorry.
Not even in your tour.
No.
Your tour and the massage.
The one thing I will
Could you
say
add one on?
is that there is a price for everything.
That's what I'm saying.
So, but the price would be so high.
Right.
Yeah.
Like
It's like a
literally-
Lori tour.
Well, that's the thing. We want to put a Lori tour on that, but it's going to be like $2,000.
It would
because
have
no
to-
one's going to pay it. But if someone is going to pay $2,000, she'll
I'll
do
do
the
a
tour.
tour.
She'll do the tour. Yeah.
Yeah.
She just wants to price it out of
My massage would literally be upwards to $1 million.
Millie.
Wow.
No, I'm not joking. It's not something that I would want to do ever. So the price would
worth
have to be so high, like $1 million, where I couldn't refuse to give you
Well,
the
it's like that
best
movie,
damn
it's like
massage
that-
you've ever gotten in your life. I'm
What's-
going deep in them muscles,
It's
boy.
like that movie, Indecent Proposal. Did you ever hear of that movie? Indecent Proposal.
That's a classic.
Was
Yeah,
he
it was-
naked?
Woody Harrelson and some
Oh,
chick, I
wow.
can't remember.
Love Woody.
And
It was the millionaire.
Demi Moore, Demi Moore, and they were a couple.
Okay.
And this Robert Redford was this really rich guy,
Yeah.
and he offered Woody Harrelson $1 million to spend the night with his wife.
Oh my God. Take that money, boy.
Yeah, well, that's what you think. But
Well,
then
they did,
it
and then they
happens,
broke up,
right? And
because
then it
he couldn't handle it. They couldn't handle
Right,
the marriage
'cause
stuff
that's the
like that.
truth.
And they broke up, and then he gave the $1 million away.
Wait, whoa. I just got lost.
Yeah.
Whatever. It's not that important.
Yeah,
We'll
yeah.
just-
So
we'll
it
just
doesn't
You
matter.
can watch
Point is that no one's going to pay you $1 million for a massage. So
Hey.
well, I mean, I'm not. Maybe they will.
Let's have it up there.
I
Let's
wouldn't
hope.
say no
See?
one. There
Let's-
could be
yeah.
a person.
Let's okay. If you
Please.
guys want to pay $1 million, you can get a massage from Noah. So the deal is that you, after the boas are on your back for 10 minutes or so
Yeah.
on your back, you then flip on your back, and the same boas are now on your stomach
On your
and
tummy.
chest and your legs, stuff like that. Then the last 10 minutes, because it's a 30-hour massage, the last
30
10 minutes.
hours?
Jesus fuck, dude, that's a long ass massage, boy.
30 hours?
This shit never ends.
He just said it so casual.
You're so loose after. You're just like you can't even walk. It's like Jello.
Oh, shit, man. I need this vacation, man. Get me to the beach.
I know you need to go to bed.
30 minute
You did not
massage.
price that right for that 30-hour massage.
I know.
Fuck. Okay, so it's a marathon, man. It's a marathon.
I know.
So the last 10 minutes, you get like corn snakes or smaller snakes, and they crawl on your face and your neck.
Wow.
So that's
Yeah, I don't know. Like that's where you lose most people. So maybe if you didn't want that, you could opt out. I don't know.
you could opt out. For
I
the
don't
last
know if
10
I would
minutes.
want face stuff.
It's
just
all about the
personally.
relaxing.
Yeah.
It's
Just
all
personally.
about the relaxing. It's all about relaxing.
I know,
man.
I know, but I'm just saying my personal preference. I don't like people touch my face.
Yeah.
Well, when the people aren't, it's a snake.
Same thing.
Just snakes crawling around.
Just
So,
stuff.
so I'm going to be doing the snake massage.
Okay. That's
So
cool.
I'm looking forward to it. And we're not going to, I don't know. There's a couple things, Lori. We've talked about it a little bit. I would like to offer the ability to do snake massage pretty much any time during the week too. Not just when we're open. I think it would be good if someone booked like, hey, I want Tuesday afternoon a snake massage. I think because I'm not going to do it forever. I'm going to get someone else to do it.
Yeah, no.
And
As
so
long
their
as
job is you can get a
Is it
snake
fits
massage
and
even
we
when we're
have
not
somebody
open.
available. We
Yeah,
can do
we can
it,
do
right?
snake massage. And I think the other thing is like the Brian tours, the Noah tours, I think there should be an add-on. Do you want a snake massage at the end of this tour? You know?
And like Eric and I would give it.
No, I would still do it. I would still do the massage.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Could you
like,
imagine a Noah Eric snake massage?
Oh my god.
all right, kid. We're just gonna loosen you up. Lay
Yeah.
down there. And
You
we're
guys
gonna-
freaking
Number one, please no talking. Number two.
Yeah, I know, right? You know Eric too. He'd be like, "So, you like McDonald's?"
How about them nuggets?
So I think it's going to be good.
Yeah, me too.
So I'm excited about that. I'm excited about I'm excited about the snake massage going well. I don't know that I'm excited about me having to do a bunch more work, you know. Not
Yeah.
that I don't mind. I think doing the massage
You
will
know
be
what?
good, but
Maybe you will find this relaxing and rewarding.
I might. I think I'll enjoy it, to be totally honest with you. I just don't know if I'll enjoy the fact that, like on the opening weekend, if we're booked the whole time with snake massages, I'm not going to be able to enjoy the actual opening because I'm going to be in the snake massage room. That part is what I'm a little bit bummed about. But I'm sure that when I'm in there with someone, we'll have a good time with the snakes and stuff like that. I think it'll be good. But that's the only thing that I'm kind of a little bit bummed about. But I think it's the best option. I think it's the best option rather than having someone that maybe doesn't do it.
Can we time out that Ron 7179 guy? He just keeps spamming the comments. It's annoying to everybody. Yeah,
Ron, just, And again, it's not Jay running the board, and transitions happen. That's that's when someone's talking, you jump to different angles. But yeah, it happens. I know we got some mods in there. Is there, I don't really know. Oh, there you go.
Well,
Ron,
bye, Jay.
sorry, Ron. Again, we love your stuff. Just obviously be
like
responsible.
I was doing it for a long time.
Yeah,
and you just kept saying the same message. So I was just like,
it was starting to hurt my feelings. I was getting a little.
Yeah. Rob's over there crying like, "What? You don't like my transitions? You don't like it? What's wrong with me? This is my first time.
I'm working so hard."
Yeah, Rob is literally doing this as a favor to us because you guys wouldn't have a podcast.
I'm so sorry. Listen to this thing.
What?
I like listening to Brian speak. He should own Audible because his voice is relaxed.
Very relaxing.
Itself. Maybe a Brian talk massage.
Ooh, that's a good option.
Hey, baby.
Hang on a second. Let me do this right now. Let's just go ahead and calm down for a second and talk a little bit here.
Yeah, baby.
You're welcome to 97.3 Soft Talk. Here, enjoy.
No, let's continue. All
right, let's go.
It's Soft Talk Radio, baby.
Yeah,
I'm going to leave now.
We're going to be playing some Michael Bublé here in a little bit.
Bublé.
There's those ASMR videos are crazy, right?
I know you've been working hard.
Why do you go to every side of the thing? Like, what are you doing to that mic?
I'm going around left ear to right ear.
Does it work that way?
Yeah.
Is that how it
does.
is?
I know you've been
You talk
working
on this
hard.
side. You talk on that side. That's not how it works.
I don't think it works that way. Hey, Rob, do you know if a microphone works on side to side?
It does. Listen.
I know those are stereo microphones.
Okay, they're stereo microphones.
All right, let's restart.
Okay, let's go.
I know you've been working hard. I know you need a break.
No, it came through both ways.
Yeah.
It came through both ways.
Okay,
Yeah,
fine. I'll just go in the middle.
Maybe you need to talk around like this.
I don't know what you're doing, but
You
it's
guys
making
are
me
letting-
very uncomfortable.
I know you guys aren't letting me have my freedom. I'm trying to,
Is this?
but it's
you're
fine.
trying to
It's
express yourself?
it's ruined now.
Yeah, it's done. So
You ruined
thank
it.
you for
Thank
that.
you.
I like
Yeah.
the fact that you think that my
Thank
voice
you
is
for
settling.
ruining it.
I think I could do like an Audible book, I always thought doing like
You could do it in an hour. You could just blah, 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 blah. Damn, I read this whole fucking book.
I wouldn't be able to listen to it.
I know,
I'd
it'd
be
be
like, oh my
glorious.
gosh,
Yeah,
shut the hell up.
Yeah, you can control the volume on Audible though.
Can you
This isn't
control
an
the
Audible
speed?
thing. Hopefully, Audible will sponsor this
Okay.
podcast, and then we'll talk more about Audible when they do that. But
You
can
hungry?
control it.
I
Am I hungry?
I'm
starving.
starving right now,
right,
and
well-
I need a pee.
Okay, well, give it a few more minutes. We got just a few minutes.
You want to
here.
take some questions?
Let's take some questions, guys. Yeah, that's shit. We've
I
been
know,
doing
that's
this for
what
a
I mean.
long time.
It's been a long
I
one.
mean, this one was.
This is our
one's
longest one.
Okay, cool. All right. Love Brian's voice. Let's just.
Noah
let's
is
just read
hot.
that. Let's just read the.
Thank you.
I think what we should
Sarah.
do is just read good comments about ourselves, not take any
Okay.
questions. Just anybody that
Yeah.
has something nice to say, we'll read it.
Don.
Noah, you're really working that mic.
Thank you, Don. Remember, $1 million for that massage. Rock your world.
Brian, would you own an African rock python one day? We did. We owned Good Homes and Caring People.
Yes,
Yeah.
you did.
Should I tell that story real quick?
No.
Okay, I'm not going to tell that story. How old is Noah? We talked about that.
20.
He's going to be 21.
Do I
this
want
year.
any more tattoos? Si, senor.
See, yes, we're going to get tattoos, lots of them.
I'm waiting for the right artist right now. I have
See,
tons
this
of
person
ideas.
said he can play it at 1.5 speed and still understand me. See,
I
how
have
sucks
no
is that?
clue how.
Hey, Alice. Shout out to Alice. Thanks for
Alice.
listening.
Hey, Alice.
What's Alice
Who's
say?
Alice? Yeah.
It's somebody's daughter. She asked
Okay.
for a shout out.
Oh,
Oh, there
okay.
you go, Alice.
Shout
There you
out,
go.
Alice.
That's good. So, I'm not even going to read William Hyatt's comment because it's too funny.
Oh my God. Spit on the mic before you talk to me like that.
Lori's laugh is contagious. See, you're reading just nice stuff. Would I be able to get signatures if I visit? Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
We sign
I've
all the
always
time.
been wanting to sign like a forehead or
Do you know I
like,
signed a baby's head once?
You did not.
I swear to gosh.
you
When
watched
did
that
you
in
do
Talladega
that?
Nights.
I
You just
know,
made that up.
No.
You just made that up.
No, I swear to
Ricky
God, you weren't with
Bobby.
me then. You weren't with me.
Okay, Ricky.
What happened was it must have been a reptile show then, and they had a
Probably.
baby,
Sounds about
and we were
right.
talking, we were laughing about stuff, and I said
Sign
something
my
like, I've
baby's
never
head.
signed a baby before, and they said, do you want to sign my baby's head? I said, yeah. I signed their baby's
Is that
head.
even like legal?
I did it. I don't know if it's legal.
Mm.
What is Noah's job exactly?
Oh, that's a great question.
We've been asking this question.
What do you do?
I do a lot of different things. Stuff that's too complicated for your little brain. Let's just leave it
Let's
there.
just leave it there. Carol Garcia plans on going to Brazil, seeing anacondas and sloths. I have to go to Brazil.
Are the anacondas eating the sloth?
I would
we
love
talked
to.
about
Because
putting-
I'd care to see that.
We talked about
That's
putting the
how over
sloth
sloths
in the
I am.
anaconda's cage.
If you do go to Brazil, I have to come.
Okay.
And we have to go to a football game.
Well, we actually, someone from Brazil was here a
football.
couple weekends ago, and she
Football.
said that she would take
Ciao
us.
from Italy.
So that's called,
I would love
hey,
that.
Noah, plan a tattoo from Tyler. Tyler will be up here in just
Maybe.
a few weeks,
I don't know.
so I'm excited about that. Brian needs a slother too. I agree. Lots of love from Indiana. Would like to come up for a visit? Please come up. You'd love it here.
Rebecca asked, Lori, did you get the shirt I sent? I know there's a package in the box that we've been waiting to
Yeah,
open.
we're gonna
so
we're gonna
we'll be
open
doing
up
that
every.
after we
Yeah,
get
we're gonna
back.
open that up when we get
We've
back.
just
We've
been
got
so
a bunch of
busy.
stuff. Yeah, and we
just
wanted
haven't
to.
had
We wanted
time.
to do that. So
But thank you.
I recently found out I'm pregnant again as well.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. Or sorry.
Yeah, whichever.
Depends on which one you want.
Yeah, which one you want. That could be really good or really bad. Like,
Yeah.
like when we had our daughter, that was like, oh shit. When we had Noah, we're like, oh, that's awesome.
Yes.
But they both turned out great.
Exactly.
We love
Well-
our daughter, but it was not planned.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Well,
Shout out from a fellow Michigander. Shout out from Mactown. Brian, love you guys, Noah, everyone else. So
Thank you.
So guys, I this was awesome. Thank you, Rob, again for helping us
Yes.
out tonight. It's been a great thing. Thank you guys for everything. Noah, take us out. One last, Lindsay Ray, will you be, will there be an online gift shop? I really like to purchase some shed jewelry. I think some of that stuff can go online. I think not the whole gift shop, but that type of stuff I think can go online.
Possibly, yeah.
Yeah, so I think we could do that. I think that's a really good idea,
Write it
Lindsay. I'd
down.
like to do that. So just the stuff that's like unique to the Reptarium. Obviously, plushies that you can buy anywhere doesn't make any sense to have online. But I think stuff that's for the Reptarium should be online. So yes, I agree. So anyways, Noah, take us out, man.
thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Remember to do all the basic stuff like, turn on those post notifications so you know when we go live onto these live streams, even though it's Wednesday at 5 p.m. and Fridays at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every single week, unless we notify you otherwise. Make sure you guys subscribe to the podcast at any platform that you guys are watching on. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for checking in, and we are checking out.
Good job, guys. That was awesome, guys. A lot of fun.
Oh, my
I'm hungry.
so bad.